Hello and welcome to Baltimore by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Chronicle. I don't believe we have any real before session announcements or anything going right now.
There is a restaurant in Connecticut that serves ducks.
They don't serve ducks. They serve cocktails that have rubber ducks floating in them. That is a very different kind of thing that they would be serving.
So,
Anyway,
Not both.
okay, and with that, we need a recap. So, our resident recapper, what happened last time?
Who could that be? I have no idea who you're talking about.
It was a
So
ghost.
there were clowns.
They were not clowns,
were
unless
not
you're
actually
talking about
clowns.
Kozi.
You were playing, right?
Wow.
We were all playing.
Wow. Just
I'm
There's
sorry,
a
I'm
clown
just
in your
talking your
picture.
pigtails tonight. I'm
if
sorry.
my legs weren't sprained, I would just go. I would just.
I'm just tugging your pigtails tonight. I'm sorry.
So,
At
yeah.
the very beginning of the episode, Jilon did some modeling and clashed some with his rival, whose name I forgot to write down.
Chaz.
Chaz, that's right. Kozi learned that one of her D&D players, Colin, wants her to embrace him. Santiago went to go visit his daughter and learned from one of the other Gangrel that Prince Marco is in torpor, according to Robin, the Baron of Claremont, who is possibly the Tremere Robin. But Santiago was also sworn to secrecy as well. Adrian's sire, Carmilla, kidnapped one of his contacts, Sally, a local beat cop, to get his attention, because apparently she doesn't know what cell phones are. And Adrian distracted her while Mari and Liz freed her, and Liz used Cloud Memory to make her forget the last few minutes, while Mari used Spider Climb and fucking Predator Blood to melt the top of her skull. She took off at full speed, but not before leaving her phone number in his pocket, apparently. Everyone else minus Mari went to go see Aisha to let her know about Carmilla, since she was acting in Pigtown, and Aisha mentioned that she's been having issues with some poachers and thinks that it could be her or it could be the Sabbat. She's not sure. She also filled Adrian in a little bit more on the Sabbat. And I think Adrian also learned more about the Sabbat from Donovan as well. And then Mari was accosted by Colin as well, who asked her to turn him. She obviously rebuffed him and insisted that he wasn't thinking clearly, then reminded him that Kozi is an actor and not a vampire, and that maybe he needs therapy. He left and mentioned that he heard some noises in Kozi's apartment, that maybe she had left her TV on. But Kozi doesn't have a TV, apparently. Kozi and the rest of us went back to Kozi and Mari's place because Kozi heard voices going, "Oh, Colin, you idiot." So everyone minus Adrian headed to Kozi's place, and we all entered her apartment, and then saw the whole room shift so that everything is older and more decrepit. And there is a figure standing in the middle of the room, riddled with bullets, who said something to the effect of, "Oh, thank God, you need to help me."
Can I just say,
That's where we left off.
calling it an apartment and saying that it's more decrepit and than it is. You can't get worse than this.
In my defense, I wrote this recap at like 11 o'clock 2 weeks ago, right after the session.
Yeah.
So I was very tired, probably.
No, that's fair. I'm just saying.
I'm so glad that the clip that you made, both those clips, found their way in. Thank you so much.
They're the best. They're on our YouTube if you guys want to see completely out of context jokes that made us laugh our asses
It's probably my favorite bit that Callie has ever done.
I was also reminded of this before we just added in chat, because my wife and her friends do this Sailor Moon podcast, and they went on a rant about how butternut is the best donut. And I can't hear butternut and not just think the worst thoughts. When you just say it without the donut part. You know what I'm talking about, right, Storyteller?
Butternut.
Yeah.
That's a type of donut, a squash?
No,
No.
not squash. It's like this
Oh,
weird.
the butter and nut.
It's a nut that has a buttery texture to it.
Oh.
Nutty. All right,
Yeah.
so we'll pick up with everyone sans Adrian in front of a ghostly figure.
Now, does it look like a ghost or does it look like a person?
It's got full of holes and semi-transparent.
Oh, okay, so it is semi-transparent. I grab Kozi's arm and I'm like, okay, so not that I doubted you, but holy shit, ghosts are real.
I mean, I understand that everybody doubts me all the time, but like, I don't lie.
I didn't expect to be able to see them. I thought that was kind of just a you and maybe Mari thing.
Don't
Please,
be rude. Hello, ghosts.
I don't have
Jilon
much
steps
time.
back out of the room.
You just step out. I just do. You kind of feel like you're walking through this like curtain of spider webs, and things start returning to normal as you walk out of the room.
Does he see us standing in there still? Just talking into nothing?
You sort of see like vague, shadowy reflections of them.
Oh. Well, I'm going to go back in and say, we can leave if we want to.
Yes, but I want to help the ghosts. Hello.
Please, I don't have much time. I am violating many laws and rules to communicate through the veil separating the Shadowlands and your world.
Right. What do you need?
There's evil coming, and people like you, those who feed, I think you're vampires. They've come to the city and they're starting a ritual that will try to tear the veil down more. They're weakening it, and it's not good. There are those of us. There are others like that aren't like me, but from the Shadowlands, who should not be able to cross. But their ritual allow it to be us to cross, and it would not be good. And I'm only telling you because you've been living here for like 6 months, and you're the only person I really know. I can't leave this place after I was, I kind of. Well, I mean, I can leave, but when it comes to communicating with your world, this is the only real place I can. It's very important to me.
Where are they doing the ritual?
Who are they? Also important.
They're vampires. I don't know much about. Isn't all vampires the same?
Close enough.
I mean,
Yes.
look
But
at
is
that.
it?
I'm just saying, look at the room, like the group of us, and say that we're all the same because
We literally all look the same.
I don't know.
But we just look like humans. That's it. Like all of us look like slightly undead humans.
Well, I mean, some of us.
Some of us have a.
We don't have a
Some of us
Nosferatu.
do not.
Either way, okay. What city is it taking place in? Our city or where you're from?
Baltimore.
Yes.
You mentioned a place called the Shadowlands.
No, I don't have a lot of time. You might want to just stop it. They're trying to do a ritual somewhere in the city. A place of where lots of great death, where lots of the dead are, and that's where they're doing it. It looks different on my side, but please, the hierarchy will know I'm doing this. It's forbidden, and I shouldn't be doing this.
Are there any landmarks from what that you know of it?
There used to be the buildings on my side look different.
Okay.
It was where a great fire was that ravaged the city.
That helps. That helps immensely.
It might be a stand-up stage. Because you can either be on fire or you could be just
Liz is actually on her cell phone typing right now.
But either way, I need to harden this. I need to drop the veil again. I can't maintain this. Just help. And everything starts returning to normal. It almost feels like this curtain just falls on you and through you, and then it's the normal beat up, rundown, cozy apartment.
Neat. Cool. Marty, do you know anything about this?
No.
You do not know about a ritual that is taking place in the city.
No.
Okay, she's not the only vampire in the city that can do magic.
I'm just saying, do you guys not know each other? Like, do you not talk to others like you? Because I can talk to others like me.
That there was no ritual that was happening. I just have a note to myself that says, "Don't tell anyone this time." Isn't that right, Kevin?
Wrong ritual.
Yeah.
That's the don't tell anyone about the prince.
Yeah. That's
You're
a
not-
whole different thing.
Yeah, you're not
So-
privy to any rituals.
Can I roll a like knowledge kindred history about what clans might have
Sure.
be liable to do rituals involving ghosts and stuff?
Sure.
What is my hunger?
Sure.
Hunger. I have 2 hunger.
Sure.
Can
Many
I
dice.
try to do a break in the static and see if I can like hear any chatter on the Malkavian web about this?
Not really. Nothing in the cobweb is really talking about ghosts.
Okay.
At
I'm
Ghost-
just like, if you see any ghosts, you know who to call.
Another Malkavian. What? Ghosts aren't real? Crazy.
Yes, obviously.
So what you get, Katrina?
I got 6 successes.
Oh. Any criticals?
No.
Okay. You do know that there are multiple clans that deal with this stuff, but the most prominent, because they've just gotten together, is the Hecate.
Ah.
So, good news, we have an idea who it could be. Bad news, we have a good idea who it could be.
Alright, who is it?
Sounds like the same thing.
The Hecate kind of do a little bit of that. They are necromancers, they deal with ghosts a lot.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
And they did have one of their most powerful kindred in the city for unexplained reasons very recently. Though I think she's left now.
God, what was her
Alex.
name? I wrote it.
Yeah, so Alex, you're with the group right now, and as they're speaking, you do remember when you were the other gangrel started talking to you back in the day. They were
Yeah.
saying about the Hecate coming to the Hecate coming to town and causing issues and
Oh,
stuff,
shit.
and were warning you about something they were planning.
Oh fuck! I wish I would have remembered that earlier.
You know something, or?
Yeah, but it was not much. It's just a warning about this, but I fucking blanked out on it, so I wasn't able. But now we all know. So
Alright.
Could you go ask them again?
I could, sure.
They might know more.
Yeah. As a warning, I remember they mentioned but I don't know if this is because of the Hecate coming in. They mentioned a bunch of the wolves were going back into like the forests and stuff. I don't know if it's because of that, but yeah, I can definitely go back in and just like see if I can do some more digging on what the hell's going on.
That would be great.
Yep.
Very useful.
Mm-hmm.
They do that ritual, that the whole city's going to turn disgusting like this room did, right? Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
I don't like that.
Possibly.
I don't know.
This
It was
is bad
kind of
enough.
cool looking though. Like it was like really Disney's Haunted Mansion in here. I dig it. You know.
But would you want to live in it
Yeah, that
or
sounds
just
great.
visit?
Yeah,
Oh,
Cozy,
okay.
that's
That's my
not
dream
just gonna
house. What
look
are you
like that
talking
if they
about?
bring the Shadowlands here. Like,
I mean, to be fair, no, I don't want that to happen because that seems like a
Okay.
bad time. But like the aesthetic of it, I'm not knocking it. I might redesign here.
okay. So I do have a general idea of where he mentioned a big fire, and there is
Mm.
the biggest fire known in the city, the Great Baltimore Fire, that actually happened in the city here. It was somewhere between like Mount Vernon and Charles Street.
Thought that was Chicago.
Well, there was another one in Chicago as well, but
There's the Great
Maryland,
Chicago Fire, the
Baltimore
Great
also had
Baltimore
one.
Fire.
There's a lot of fires in cities. That
Is there a
how,
graveyard near there?
You know.
That's actually a good question. It has to be near a graveyard, right? Because no one died in that fire. That was actually one of the interesting things. It happened at night, and because it happened at night, that whole area was like an industrial area. There were a ton of like factories and different like shipping places and everything. But because it happened at night, no one was working. It did, however, put a fuckload of people out of business, though.
Mm.
And helped to rebuild the downtown so that it was. Yeah, they
Actually,
didn't really
fire.
Yeah, they also
safe.
didn't fix the roads to make way
No.
more sense. They should have done that at the time, but
Yeah, she's like on her phone reading this. Apparently, more than 1,500 buildings were completely leveled. 1,000 were severely damaged, bringing total property loss to about $100 million. And this was in 1901.
Cool.
Did I call my fiance?
you call up, be like, Denise here. Oh, sorry. It's like it answers. It's like, oh, Murray, how's it going?
Hello, Cesare.
Hi. I have not heard from you in a couple of days.
It's been a busy few days. I was just calling to see how you're doing.
Oh, I'm good. Just been living life, as they say. Did you finally want to go to Italy with Denise? I can get tickets.
Maybe soon, but not right now. Got some stuff.
Got some
Hey,
business to take care of, you know what I'm saying?
it's his aunt or something, right? Who is this woman? I can't remember. I wrote down her name and then I threw it away.
No, Cesare is not a woman. Cesare is a man.
No, Cesari's like the lady, the Kate lady.
The oldest one, they're not
Yes.
technically related.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
No.
I think that their family has like been ghouled by them, kind of thing, like Liz's family.
I think they're family in the mafia way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they're in the mafia way.
So the Hecate is made up of several bloodlines of vampires, one of which the Giovanni are the ones that are almost all related by blood or marriage to each other.
Yes.
The other ones, but the oldest one, she was a harbinger of Ashur. So technically, she's not part of the Giovanni thing. She's a different bloodline.
Okay.
But he did have two family members in town with him. They were Lucio Perozzoli and Walter Moretti.
I wrote down their names too on the same paper, and then I think I either threw it up there somewhere or I was like, oh, I won't need this. Okay. Lucille, I'll just write it on my hand. Lucio
Perozzi and Walter Moretti.
Okay. And the lady, what was her name?
Arethia.
Okay. I'll find my notepad, but for now they're on my hand.
Can't bring up a notepad on your computer?
I don't. Well, yeah, but I like to have things. Okay, I got one right here. I'll write it down in a minute. I like to have things like physically in front of me, so I can see it.
Sorry, I did not realize the source of this building was, or the source of fire. That building doesn't exist anymore because obviously it was turned to cinders. The Royal Farms Arena downtown.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it started.
Oh, cool.
Um.
And he's like, so yeah,
So, your Armorthea, yeah,
Arethia?
Armorthea, yeah.
Yeah.
How's she been?
Oh, she has moved to she is up in New York now with some other family up there to work stuff that she worked down here for negotiations and things.
Okay. So she's not in the city?
She is not. My cousins are Lucirio and Volter. They're in the city though. Did you wish to go through with the marriage, and I can contact them and we can plan a party? I mean, I thought you were a little bit more hesitant and wanted to take it slower, which is perfectly fine. I'm willing.
No, I want to take it slow. I am a little bit hesitant. I think I need to talk to my father. But I do you have any idea where they could be?
Lucille is in the room next to me watching football, or what you would call soccer in this country.
Okay.
And Walter is doing what Walter does.
Make fun of the Muppets.
Yes.
What? One of the old men is named Walter and the other one's Sandorf. What?
Walter with a V, not Walter.
Okay, sorry, I'll call you back. Maybe we could have the dessert with Denise later. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Dessert, you say?
Okay. I tell them that Amarathia is not in the city and she's the big lady, and that it's probably if maybe Volter.
Right.
Do we know who that is or anything about him?
Well, we met him I met him at the thing.
The party.
At the party. And Cesare said he was doing what Volter does. Whatever that means.
It's a good question. I have no idea. Never met the man.
But Amarathia is in New York, so it's possible she could not. She's not here, so somebody else would probably be doing it.
So, looking at the map and from what I know of the path that the fire took, it doesn't match up. There are no cemeteries that are right on top of where that fire went. There are two that are relatively nearby the path that the fire took, though.
So are we going grave hunting, or?
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna find in them.
Did he specifically say graveyard?
He said where dead people are, which, like, unless he means the morgue, kind of sounds like a
I thought he said
graveyard.
a place of great death.
Yeah, so perhaps it's a fire with a lot of people that died, instead of.
Where's that waistcoat factory?
That's in New York, honey.
So while all of you think of that, we cut to Adrian. As we cut to Adrian, you get a message giving you the current location of Amar Singh, who you were asking about last time.
Yeah. So where we left off, I recall I had gone to a side booth and I wanted to leave that little cliffhanger thing of, hey, I'm calling up my my sire, and try to let that go off. Do you think we could maybe pick this up post call?
Yeah, if you want to end the call and then get the read the text, that's fine.
Yes. So yeah. I don't do emojis.
You really should, though. Jilon only reads emojis.
That's the
I'm sorry.
difficulty.
What is the second emoji in the first text? It's ghost something and then thumbs down.
That's
a
a party
party.
favor, right? Yeah, ghost
Flowers?
party.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Oh, party. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party poppers.
And then ghost, fire, skull, arrow.
Lots of
Arrow.
ghosts.
Well,
Oh, I thought it was like a blunt or something.
No, it's
Fire
a coffin. It's just
Yeah,
the
that's
Oh, it's a
emoji is
coffin?
low res.
okay.
It's supposed to be a coffin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
These are Windows
So-
emojis.
It's gonna be great for you to have to cut these images later, right?
Yeah.
So people can see what we're talking about.
Yep. I'm doing it right now
Snip it now.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You know that you
because
get the.
I don't think it's gonna save.
Well, you know when you like end the recording
gotcha.
on Zoom, it also saves the notes.
It does, but I don't know if it saves emojis. Is the
Oh, okay.
thing because I don't know.
Okay.
The formatting is kind of. It's like
Mhm.
saved in Notepad.
I'll just
Used a
listen
bunch
to
last time.
Discord.
So
Okay.
yeah. So after we
There you go.
do the close call, because I figure that's something that we can discuss at a later point. Yeah, I see the texts. I call Liz.
Mom, what the fuck's going on?
So there's your
Mom,
phone.
why is my younger brother yelling at me?
It rings for like probably a solid 3 rings before I finally finish reading what I'm reading and answer it. Hey, weird shit's happening. Apparently ghosts are real. We met one.
Nobody ever
Okay.
believes me when I tell them things.
There's a difference between believes you and actually saw a physical ghost, Kozi.
All right. Well, whatever.
Apparently the ghost in Kozi's apartment is real. And it says that there are a couple of kindred in the city trying to weaken the veil between our world and the Shadowlands and presumably bring ghosts here, which sounds like a bad fucking time. We're thinking it might be the Hecate behind it.
You think the Shadowville looks like Halloween Town?
One, it's not the Shadowfell, it's called the Shadowlands, different thing. And 2, I have no
Really
idea what it
can't
looks
blame
like,
her.
but I
She's a
really don't
D&D
want to find
nerd.
out.
It's the same thing.
I don't think so. I really don't. I really think it's way worse.
Alright.
But the guy mentioned something about the place where they're doing it is a place of great death, which I
Mhm.
took to mean a cemetery, but it can be up to interpretation, and a place that was ravaged by a fire. I
Mhm.
don't know how familiar any of you are, but there was a great Baltimore fire back in 1902. Did that guy's clothes match that era, maybe? Well, no, because he was just talking about what the place looked like. And that was in the city. I'll send you the map of the places that I circled, that the 2 cemeteries that are nearby there.
Sure.
Would there be like a skill for fashion?
That'd probably
Oh
be
yeah.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. But I'm just
Yeah.
going to put out there that it's also possible that when people talk about death, they could also mean places where people get ate. O'Donovan's is just as realistic as any place else,
The majority of people don't die at O'Donovan's.
says you.
I'm just saying, like, things
know
would have
that
cracked
Jacob
down a lot
is.
harder there if he was just killing
No.
people willy-nilly.
I understand. I'm just saying that I feel like this is something we're not going to solve tonight before we have to go to bed.
Oh,
We
definitely not.
We definitely have to keep an eye on things. If you want, we can make a study date tomorrow night where everybody hangs out at the center.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sorry, I've had a few too many O-negative Bloody Marys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a fancy bitch. Oh, negative,
No,
dang.
Shut it. Shut it. I say Bloody Marys. It's old fashions. I don't give a shit. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Like,
Okay, bye.
yeah,
Is
he
he
doesn't want to deal
drunk?
with this right now.
I think he's drunk, yes.
Oh, dang. All right.
Or that's you.
Oh,
You
sure.
believe what you're gonna believe.
Yeah, you can get you can get
I
drunk.
mean, you can
from-
drink somebody that's drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I've been having some bloody old fashions, but
It's
you
just
might
a
also
couple
just
of
be like,
girls. It's just like a couple of girls named Mary that they have on.
I drank from that bathtub, and now you're drinking.
oh, Bathory, Mary of Bathory. Yeah. So from there, I think he's gonna try and do one last thing. He's gonna make a call out to Julie to see if she's available to meet him at his apartment.
Julie, which one's that
Julie is
again?
the one that looks like a college student, but she works the corner. She's the one
Okay.
that helped start establishing my herd.
Okay. Just trying to keep track of everybody.
Yeah, of course.
So I calls up, was like, "Hey, hello."
Hi. Listen, I have some free time and some free cash. Would you want to hang out for a bit tonight?
Give me 45 minutes and we can meet at blah 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 in the city.
Sure, if you want to do a public thing, totally cool. I was thinking that we'd just hang out and watch some movies.
Oh, that's fine. I just need a pickup unless I'm going to take the bus.
But pick up on a what?
I don't have a car. It's in the shop.
I will come pick you up shortly.
That's why I gave you the address.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, see you soon. And then he's gonna go and pick her up, bring her to his place. They're gonna watch like 1 or 2 horror movies. He's gonna try and get his resonance on, and then let her go with a few digits.
$2.
A few, not a couple.
$3.
God damn you! Give more respect to sex workers, thank you. It is real work. But yeah, so I'm trying not to take too much time with what is basically the rest of Adrian's nothing night. He's just trying to sit and really stew over what he talked about with Carmilla over the phone.
Okay. So if that's most that night, let's cut back to the others for what they're going to do tonight. Yes, Jilon?
As I have pointed out, Jilon might be able to use his knowledge of fashion and fashion history to try to determine how old that person was or what he was wearing.
All right,
based on what he was
so
wearing.
yeah, so Jilon, definitely looking at the fashion, you're thinking early 70s.
Okay.
He was like wearing a bell bottom and like a really tight t-shirt.
Yeah.
Giant collar, big shoulder.
Everything was brown.
Ugh.
We can both agree the 70s were a mistake.
Yeah.
I say as I wear like a color scheme that would be very 70s.
So yeah, so what does the group do? Elizabeth, the leader.
Liz, did you find anything?
Well,
Liz, did you find anything, or can I go get a snack?
I mean,
You could always just head down to like a random cemetery that's around there and then figure it out as we go.
I just put a map into the
Oh,
chat.
okay. Never
So
mind.
that's the path the fire went, and then the 2 closest cemeteries to where it was.
Do you think you can find a fire that was the most violent fire, like the most people died in?
So
it?
I did some searching, and we actually haven't had that many. And
Okay.
I don't know if it's just because we have shit records. So I do know there are, as far as we know, absolutely 0 confirmed deaths from the Great Fire of Baltimore. There's one rumored, but it's unclear whether it was the cause of it or not.
Right.
There are, in the last, like, everything I was finding talks about deaths in the most recent years, and like, yay, apparently in the last couple of years, Baltimore has had virtually no deaths of firefighters, which is really cool. Not very helpful for our search, though.
Well, maybe perhaps we should talk to somebody that's a little bit more, was there perhaps. Pavel might know something, yes?
Yeah, you might.
He might be able to tell us if he knows of any Hecate people running around too.
Yeah.
an ear on the street.
I mean, I guess it depends on how much you want to tell him because he's a little shit.
I mean, he is a little shit, but he did help us out.
I force a premonition and see maybe anything, Kevin.
Sure. Force that premonition.
Okay, force it. I gotta roll rouse. I got 10.
10.
Uh,
All right.
if I remember, it's
Hospux
two.
and resolve, I believe.
Okay, yeah, it's two of each. Nothing.
No successes.
No
Remember-
successes.
So
You
you
can-
like,
You
Oh.
can use your willpower, right?
yeah, to
Yes.
reroll up to 3 dice.
Yes, you can spend 1 point of your willpower to reroll 3 non-hunger dice.
I have 2 hunger and 2 regular.
So you could
Is-
reroll 2 of your regular ones.
Okay, how do I get willpower back though?
To get willpower back is not impossible, but I will tell you in a minute because I am
Okay.
gotta look it up.
I'll use one. It's fine. This is gonna be like earlier when I used Indomitable. And then one success.
Hey.
You try and get premonitions of what
And-
exactly?
Maybe
Fire?
anything. Like the specific area.
Like you're trying to get premonition of where the ritual is area thing, or
Yes.
All right. So you do that, and you just trying to go, and you just see a what appears to be a ankh on a wall.
I don't know what that means.
It's like it's that what Kevin has in the back. It's like the
Oh.
Egyptian symbol of life.
Oh.
Might be at a hospital.
No.
Is there anything
The
that we
hospital
know
would
of?
have the 2 snakes.
Which is the
Right.
wrong symbol.
Unless it's a very funky hospital.
Unless it's a hospital that actually has the correct symbol, because that's the rod of Hermes, which is not the right one. They need the rod of Scorpios.
Ah,
There's one
that's
snake.
not- That's not true because the 2 snakes are Hermes, and he was one of his things was medicine. So that's
That's Asclepios was the rod of healing for up until somebody accidentally put the wrong symbol in the army.
anyway.
I've always thought it was weird with Hermes.
Yeah,
Anyway.
consider he's the god of thieves.
Hermes is the god of everything, like the kitchen sink, basically. You know.
He was the leftovers.
To be fair though, like he kind of was like accumulation of a bunch of little gods. So
What was everyone's favorite thing when we talked about Hermes?
I like.
It's like a
Hermes.
Voltron. He's a Voltron of nonsense.
yeah, well, like it's really interesting because him and Dionysus are both like just very like all these different little gods being condensed into one god. We are like the Hermes that we think of is probably like not really a thing.
Oh, hey, doggy. Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
yeah.
I love mythology. Anyway, let's go.
You're
So,
my favorite customer.
Is there any place that seems recognizable to me, or no?
Are you talking with the group and everything?
I'll tell them. Yeah, I will tell them.
It's the sign of the Camarilla, right?
Well, they have a modified version. This is more of the classic Ankh that you saw.
Museum, maybe?
Do I recognize that symbol as being specifically associated with one of the clans, or?
No.
Hmm.
And it-
Definitely not like set or something, right?
So let's see. Since Katrina's not getting it out of character, so roll. oh, good lord. Oh, dying. I guess it'd be intelligence and
Politics?
no, not really politics.
Academics, kindred history?
Nope, not kindred history, just academics.
Just academics. Okay.
All of us.
Uh, anyone who's if your character's been in Baltimore for like more than a year, you can probably guess it.
Oof. Actually, I'm gonna spend a willpower and re-roll because literally this is garbage.
I'm gonna roll my 1 die.
I rolled
happening?
7 dice and I got a 6 and higher, right?
Yes.
I got 2 successes on 7 dice.
I rolled 5 dice and I got 1 success. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know anyway.
So you're like,
Rolled
Okay.
1 die and I got a red circle.
Okay, can I try to remember from Dominic's memories?
yeah, Dominic's memories aren't that clear to you.
Well, that's why I'm saying, can I try?
Yeah, it's yeah, Elizabeth. Elizabeth would probably know this. So
I got-
2 successes.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. The Walters Art Gallery has an Egyptian exhibit. It is along the area where the fire was, and it's got mummies and lots of dead things there.
Ah.
True that.
Ooh, I was kind of right about that museum thing.
That actually, it's funny too because Jilon, you said you got a 0 on your red dice, so on a blood dice.
Hmm.
I guess, yeah, I'm using the die.
That means you got a success. Well, no, it's not
Well, it
crit
says-
because it's only
It
one
says 0
dice.
successes.
Oh,
Oh,
he's just
okay.
saying the good thing.
Yeah, I thought that you had like a D10 and you got a 0 on the D10, which means it's a 10.
No, I was using that GitHub
Yeah.
dice
Yeah.
roller.
So it could be the Walters. Good news, Kevin. Is that the museum that I work at? Because I was thinking it might be.
Well, it's an art gallery, so that could be, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So good news. I'm pretty freaking familiar with that. It could be the Walters. It is along the path of the fire and shitload of mummies there and possible remains of dead people. So
And we know for sure that's some mixed fruit flavor.
question
That is
though,
a
Kevin.
reference to a different thing.
How long do we have until sunrise at this point?
About 3 hours.
Tomato?
Yeah, we could.
Tomato.
I'm gonna swing by the Haven though, see if we can meet up with Pavel, see if he can enlighten us some.
You want me to
I'm
come
gonna,
with you?
I'm gonna check in with Toreador and see if we have any people in that art gallery.
Oh, you absolutely do, I'm sure. I just don't know their names yet.
Do you want me to come with you, please?
Sure. Mari, you may want to come as well, because I'm going to be asking about the Hecate. Just saying, you don't have to, but you might wanna.
Okay. I look at Kozi, make sure I'm not interrupting anything, and then like.
Kozi's just like, we're going to see Pavel. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
He likes a party.
I don't.
Does he like? I mean, I know that he's Nosferatu, but I don't think he's that much of a freak.
I mean, he is a creepy little dude. Like, he stalks all of us so fucking much.
It's true. I mean, yes, that's fair.
Literally, I think on my like character map, I have him written down as Nosferatu Creeper.
Ouch. So,
He's just standing like right next to you, and he's like, oh.
so you send out the, send a message out to meet with, you want to meet with him the next day and stuff, and then I would say everyone just goes to day sleep. So the next night, roll your rousies.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
I don't like that you called it rousies.
Kevin, if I
and
if
because
I
I
have
didn't like
more
it,
than
I
one
got a
hunger
4.
dice now, do I
Oh,
roll?
extra hunger.
If I have more than one hunger dice, do I roll the amount I have?
No, you just roll one rouse. It's just one. Unless I think. No, that's for Blush Life. But yeah, it's just one dice. If you fail, you get extra hunger. If not, you. Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm up to 3 hunger.
Ooh. Jilon woke up looking very cranky.
I am good.
Same.
Jilon is hangry.
You ever see one of those models who clearly wants to eat their 3 leaves of salad, but are only allowed to have their water and cigarette that day?
Yeah, because they got a big shoot later.
Yeah. That's
You don't get
Jilon for the
bloated.
past 3 days.
Alright, so
If there's time before we meet, I could call my herd and top myself off.
Let's say you go to your herd. You find one person. Do you have a name for one member of your herd?
Yes, the name's Betty.
Betty. So you meet up with Betty. Is she also a fellow model or like maybe secretary or something?
She's in the modeling community. She wants to be a model eventually. She's still low on the totem pole
So.
or hierarchy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All
But with
right.
my help,
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah. So you're a consensualist, siren.
Yeah. Well, scene. Is that my predator type or?
Yeah.
It's consensual. Yeah,
It's-
I'm a scene queen.
Oh, you're a scene queen.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so they get with you, talk about modeling, maybe show off some of the outfits they got in order to impress you, so that you can get them in, and obviously are willingly to do stuff because well, I mean, this is unusual, but if giving you regular doses of blood would get me in, hey, the industry needs to do what the industry do.
I help those who help myself.
Exactly. Wait, what? So
I would help her as normal.
All
Or like give her names or whatever it is people do when they help other people with something.
Yes, you give her true exposure, not the fake stuff that everyone talks about online.
Yeah, I'll give her like the number to somebody who's looking for someone like her for something.
Aw.
And
I'm supportive of my herd. My herd is good to me. I'm good to them.
so that's you take maximum non-lethal.
Yeah, I'll just take it till I'm down to the normal 100.
Okay. So
100.
she's a bit lightheaded, but model. So it's like
Yeah,
is it lack
it's
of
not
food, or so she goes and gets one little orange slice and just like, oh, that's gonna be good for the day.
This is so sad.
Modeling is a
Like,
horrible
like-
industry sometimes.
I hate models.
Yeah, you gotta do that because other people do it.
Ugh.
Get a Capri Sun.
Are you kidding me?
And
That
then
has so much sugar in it, Kevin.
But no calories.
You probably have like tables of food like laid out, but they're like they have to like all stay away from it or something.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just the designer who's like, you all need to be skinny for my stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna eat all the food. Oh.
He eats it so you don't have to.
So that's what Jilon does early. Jilon is out getting his herd on. Is when Pavel shows up to the haven to meet with Elizabeth and Mari and Santiago and Kozi if Kozi wants to go, because Kozi often just kind of disappears
Yeah,
on her
who
own.
doesn't want to be here, I think is the question.
I said that was coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, did Adrian spend the night at the communal, or did he spend the night at his apartment?
Apartment, but he said he was gonna swing by to do study group.
Okay. So they show up.
Yeah.
You see Pavel's there. He's like, so this isn't unusual, but what do I need?
So we had some questions about about ghosts. Apparently that is a thing that are real. We recently encountered one, and I know fuck all about them. And from
You're
what I
not the
can
only one.
tell, the majority of the people that know stuff about them are like the Tremere have some and the Hecate, and neither of them are really forthcoming with information.
They're a bunch
Yeah.
of dicks.
Yeah, the necromancing clan. Yeah, there were a lot of mini ones, but then they all kind of united. But yeah, that's more of their shtick. The Hecate now. The Tremere really never really were big into the whole undead thing, as their whole ideas. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mari, because it's your clan. They might have told you more, but I think theirs is all about more of the power of this world than the power of the other side.
I just
So-
made assumptions, I think, because I know that she can see things that aren't really there sometimes.
Oh, a lot of us can. That does make us necromancers and stuff. See the unseen. The Hecate have more powers that allow them to actually see ghosts beyond the veil and stuff that aren't just at that level. I don't really know much about them. I do have contact of a human who might know some things, but I don't have any contacts amongst the Giovanni or any of the other those clans. It's we had a treaty with them where they kind of stayed on their own and we kind of stayed on our own and we didn't quite connect. That's basically they signed the treaty so that we didn't wipe them out for killing the Cappadocians back in the day, apparently. Or Cappadocians. There's Cappadocians.
So, what kind of human contact is this that they would know about necromancy?
I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to realize what kind of human contact it would be that would know about necromancy real quick.
Is it
They're
Doctor
necromancer.
Strange.
a mage?
Necromancer, yes. That technically
Oh, okay.
necromancy is just seeing the future through the dead, not actually controlling. That'd be like necrothurgy. Anyway,
Sure.
Do you have a name and number for this individual?
yeah, let me write it down on a post-it note. There you go. They are.
Does he always carry around post-it notes?
He just see him open his thing. He's got like different size ones on the inside of his
Oh,
jacket.
that's cute. He got little shapes, like
The little like sign here ones.
They're useful. I mean, you can write something down. They're not valuable. And you can just rip them up and swallow them if you need to, or throw them away.
little pandas.
But yeah, let me get the name
I
and stuff.
this froggy.
I will warn you that they are not. They're going to ask for something in return. They don't really like doing stuff without things in return.
What else is new?
Well, what sort of things do they usually ask for? Money, favors?
I got a gift
Drugs.
card to Denny's.
Gotta say,
Typically, when I talk to them, it is a lot of drugs and or cash. Yeah.
Liz, do you have drugs?
well, I have one of those. It's not drugs.
I mean, if you want for like $20, I got an ounce here.
Is that going to be enough to pay him off?
Mm.
Why am I not surprised at all that Pavel is a drug dealer?
I already told
Everybody
you guys that a
needs
while
to make
ago.
a living.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
I mean, it's not much of a living. Technically,
What
it's
is
more
a
like minimum
thief?
wage because I'm that too. I do what I need to get the money. Look at this
Okay.
face. I have blood red eyes and I smell like spoiled milk. I realize I can't really get normal employment in this world normally. Do you know how hard it is going to an job interview with your eyes looking like this and smelling like spoiled milk?
I do not, I have to say.
It's not easy. Most people don't really. They're like, "Oop, interview over."
Pavel, do you need a job?
I mean, I steal stuff and I sell drugs on the side.
You're good.
Right, so you're living a better life than me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're more poor than I am,
It's true.
and I live in the sewers.
At least I don't smell like spoiled milk. I smell like old dang books.
At least I'm pretty. Hey, you just see a small tear.
Oh,
You are beautiful.
Why takes out a tissue because apparently now Adrian is the one that carries the little 10 packs of Kleenex to give to him so he's not coating the side of his eye with blood.
Do you have like a
Right, right.
purse with like all of the mom things, like, you know, napkins and like pads and like
you can't see
chocolate?
because of my background, but I have deep pockets on the inside of my jean jacket.
He's got a boy's coat. Got pockets.
fucking bullshit.
Ugh. Ugh.
Well, deep pockets on the interior. I have some pretty deep ones on the exterior, and then I have front pockets if I don't have enough space in my pant pockets.
Lane,
Pockets?
So he's like, yeah, so that's my contact. You might want to call them first, because like most non-vampires, they generally aren't up late at night.
Understandable. Lean over to Mari. Should we mention any of the places that we were thinking of? Like anything at the Walters or
Maybe perhaps
things
we
you saw on your.
meet up and then say.
Okay, fair.
If that's everything, and I'm
Yeah,
going to
That was
play
super
the
useful.
yeah, I'm going to just go over and play games with the doc over here.
Hey, actually,
Feel free
you
to
mind if
take your
I-
juice pouch.
I'm gonna follow along with you, Pavel. You don't mind? I know you don't mind. I'm coming with you.
He just goes sits on your couch and starts playing. He's like,
Yeah. So I'm curious, man. You get around, right? And you find yourself talking to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
You're a man about town, I'm told.
Yep.
All right. Do you know where Amar Singh might be right about now?
hold on. Yep, here he is. He just shows you the address on his phone.
Click. Takes a snapshot of it for his own. Yeah, I've just been meaning to talk to somebody about some stuff, and he was a name that came up to me. I really appreciate it, man. Is there anything I can do for you? You did me a solid. I got to do you a solid.
Well, if you see me call you to ask you about information on a topic that you're an expert on, I would appreciate a truthful answer.
Well, of course. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, do you need silicone stuff or?
We'll see what happens in the future. I normally keep the thing a bit open just in case. Who knows what the future will bring? In other words, I'm calling
starting
a
to
favor.
wonder whether or not you do, my friend.
Well, I'm not psychic.
No one said psychic, but if I heard right, you can sense the unseen, and if you can sense the unseen, you can probably force premonitions, much like my good friend Mari.
No, I didn't pick that one.
No, you didn't pick. You got to pick.
Everybody does, you doofus.
Everyone's
Oh, mine
blood, people's bloods manifest in slightly different ways.
Okay.
Some of us get visions. Some of us see auras. Some of us can hide in the shadows. Some
I
of
can
us
smell
see
you from a mile away, Pavel.
You're just being so mean to him.
Why
fine.
though?
Because you're mean to me. Why are you mean to me?
I can tug your pigtails. This poor man doesn't have the hair to pull.
He can
Sorry,
take it.
Pavel.
True, I do have a problem with hair.
I mean, honestly, same bud, but that's not. We save that for nightcap talk. All right. So I gotta go and make a run. I'm gonna. Do you need me right now, Liz, to do any of the
No, we should be
studying
good.
stuff? Okay. I'm just gonna head on out. Be right back over. You have my number.
Yep.
Peace. He says, and the sound leaves after him. He's gonna run so fast.
All right.
So,
Jilon sweeps into the building.
you go back.
Where's he off in a hurry? Referring to Adrian, who just left.
I genuinely do not know.
Probably some weird shit.
Fast-paced world of the movie business.
I suppose so. Do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I lost my train of thought. What do I do about Colin?
No fucking idea.
Hmm?
I just do not want him to be an idiot because he's gonna go to somebody else and they will do it. And then that
Can
would be a
you-
problem.
Could we use some sort of mind power to make him forget or change his mind manually?
I can't do that. It's kind of high level stuff.
Not yet. Not that I want to. He tastes better when he knows.
That's one of the ones that would make my life easier, but I don't think I'm going to touch it. The only person I know for certain that has it is John Thomas.
Oh, you need to
That
affect
guy.
somebody's mind?
Oh, Pavel.
I mean,
yeah.
we're in the building, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of kindred that can do that if y'all not strong enough. Ebenezer's really good at it. John Thomas. Most of Ventrue, it's just kind of their thing. They really like just doing that kind of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, those might be some good bets there. So they like you.
Like me?
No, they like Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. That seems more likely. She's very nice.
Hmm. I mean,
Think he's
nobody.
gonna want. You think he's gonna want drugs too?
Yeah, we can pay off them with drugs.
No, Ebenezer's good.
They're more in the business of favors.
Hmm.
I
mean-
did tell Colin that he should go, that you were just acting and that he should go to therapy, but whether or not he believed me is completely up to him. So,
Yeah, sure, definitely. I'm sure that definitely worked. Mm-hmm.
We could.
I gave him a pamphlet.
Kozaline,
Yeah,
you are an actress.
I am. Pretty good one too.
We could. Instead of fucking with his brain,
Mm-hmm.
and this sounds possibly even worse, trick him into thinking that you were just faking it. Put on a
Oh.
production.
Mm.
I mean, it's gaslighting him the normal human way or physically changing his memories.
Neither of those options are good. but-
No, they're not. That's what happens when you tell people about what you fucking are.
For $75, I'll torture him until he doesn't remember.
No.
Oh,
No.
No, he would like that. He's into that shit.
Probably not.
$100 then.
How powerful is
No.
Compel?
Compel is not that powerful. The one we would need is the second level one.
Hmm.
Compel is only for the last couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We need I don't remember what it is.
Mesmerize?
No, mesmerize is making him do something.
Right. I don't think there's much we could do to him that wouldn't change him and make him useless to Kozi, which it doesn't seem like she wants.
No,
The
he's my
forgetful
friend.
mind is the one that would rewrite his memory. The
I-
thing is, so like, look, it is possible to change what he knows of you without completely erasing his memory of you at all.
Mhm.
It takes a skilled hand, and the only two people we know that have it are Ebenezer and John Thomas. And John Thomas is good at it, but it's not impossible to notice. I've actually seen the signs of. Apparently, he's been using it on my sister.
Oh,
The vampire that I told you that I mentioned to you that I have a sort of issue with another Ventrue. His name is John Thomas, and he is kind of behind the deaths of most of my family. And
okay. All right.
Kozi, what is up?
Nothing. All right. Mhm.
Elizabeth, can you get in a little bit more detail for me?
Fuck off, Pavel.
Oh, I love this asshole so much.
I figured I was under the impression the majority of people knew some about this.
But I was just like, I'm just making notes so I know what's going on with things. I mean, it's, but I'll leave.
No, you're fine. We were heading out anyway. We should go meet with this individual before he goes to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to call him first.
Yeah. So what the fuck are we saying to this guy when we call him? I mean, don't all speak at once, okay.
Hi.
We're talking about that hangers-on that wants to be a kindred.
Oh no, Colin's a problem for later. I'm a little bit
Okay.
more concerned with Ghost Armageddon.
Ghost get
Right.
Ghoulgeddon? Oh no, ghouls are an actual thing now.
them.
Armagool skin.
Spooktacular?
Mickey's Once Upon a
The ghost lips.
I like Ghost Ellipse. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's great. Yep. Got it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call the guy.
Phone rings. Answers up like, "Hello."
Hi. My name is Elizabeth. I got your number through a mutual friend we have, Pavel.
Oh, him.
Me and my compatriots were looking for some information. I'm willing to pay generously for it.
How much?
Kevin, do I have any idea how much this information is worth?
How much do you think it's worth?
$150 and a gift card to Denny's.
I'm just gonna go a bit higher than that.
I was gonna say 1,000.
2 gift cards to Denny's.
Yeah,
Oh!
yeah, $1,000.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like we went
Good
a
plan,
And I
him
want to
right.
know,
I knew it
everything
was
you
gonna
know
be too
about
much.
it.
for
Are you okay?
$1,000, I'll make up anything I need to.
I don't want made up things. I want the truth.
Okay, meet me at the following address. I'm going to text this number. This is a cell number. This isn't landline, right?
Yeah, it's a cell phone.
Good, good. There's a lot of people using landlines nowadays. It's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, text it. You'll meet me there. It's kind of neutral-ish territory. It's actually a really nice bookstore I go to often. It's really cool.
It's actually Mari's bookstore.
We text you Mari Bookstore.
Of course. Oh,
Why not?
obviously.
I wonder who it is. Do I know?
It could just be a regular customer. They come in the
Yeah.
daytime, so if they do more day, you're not around for that.
Yeah, that's true.
And with that, as you go to,
what is his name? How will I recognize him?
his name
Who
is
is this man?
Dan,
Okay.
and he sends you a picture of him with the address.
Okay. Okay.
It's just Dan and like one of the guys who are Tommy who works at the store, and they're just like both dabbing outside the store.
I'm sorry. What was that, Mari?
It's the guy that I call it who works there. His name is Tommy.
Yeah. No, I
The
just.
one who brought you the nut. Yeah.
Yeah, the nut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, stab it.
No.
Have a nut. Wait. Storyteller, Mari, do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Love it.
We don't need bits for us.
I'll
With
put
that,
it for free if you wanted to or not.
we will cut to Adrian as you drive to the trailer park the guy's at.
All
You
right.
just pull up and you see an RV all hooked up, and there is a 6 sitting out in front of the thing. There's like little self-contained fire. He's just cooking something.
All right. Hey there.
Hello.
I don't know if you know who I am before I approach any further. We and ours are a wily bunch, and I don't want to make introductions you might not need.
I have no idea who you are.
That makes my life easier. My name is Adrian. I got your from Pavel.
Oh, him.
Yeah, him. I know. Uh, I heard word on the street that you know a skill that I'm hoping to master myself, and I'm hoping that maybe you might be able to teach me in whatever way we need to go about this.
And what skill do you presume I know? Adrian, friend of Pavel.
Friend is one word. Person under his care is another. A fledgling.
Ah,
Yeah.
Adrian, childer of Pavel? You don't really look much.
Oh no 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 no. Oh no no no. This
Uh,
complexion? No.
Sometimes the hideousness of the Nosferatu come out in other ways.
I like that. I I might use that for something. But no, I am Toreador.
Ah,
With one wild individual being my sire. And we're not going to get into that because it gets a little hairy. But
There were werewolves involved.
I was hoping to learn the way of flesh crafting.
uh, unfortunately, then you've come a bit out of your way for not much. I no longer possess that ability. That disease was burned from me 20 years ago, with along with other things when the Nightmare Week happened. I used to know it, but like I said, the disease, along with the blood bonds I once had as a Sabbath Pack member, burnt from my veins.
That's interesting. Do you mind if I just sit and chat with you anyway? Any information is more than I have right now.
Yes, sit. Choose the chair wisely. One is real, one is an illusion.
I think the choice is an illusion, and I'm going to sit right here. What were the two chair options? I'll tell you which one I sat in.
Left or right?
Oh, I don't even get an idea of what they look like. I will choose the right.
They look identical.
Okay.
So is the right. You sit down, and it is solid as you see the other one disappear.
Oh.
Was it one of those like white plastic chairs?
It's a lawn chair. It's green and white.
Classic.
Would you
Well,
do you partake of food by chance?
I don't have the stomach for it.
Most of us do not. I am fortunate in that if it's very raw steak, I can still occasionally partake of it
Mm.
without immediately
Yes.
making a fool of myself, as they say.
I made a mistake when I was at a local Denny's recently, so I understand.
Hmm.
He was
Ah,
doing that in real
Dennis.
life.
I never really was one for Denny's. By the time I came to the States, I was already one who could not partake of it too well.
Certainly. I I do movie stuff, so Denny's is a friend. Or was.
Movies. I haven't seen some since Buster Keaton was famous actor at the time.
Really?
I've never really had time for them. I'm more of a nomadic book reader. I go to libraries, run out a book, drop it off at another branch, and just keep going.
That's interesting. I like that. Yeah, no. What you are to books, I am to film. Mostly in the vein of horror. I build pieces for sets, and I do well enough, or did well enough. I'm kind of on shaky ground, being stuck in Baltimore now.
Yes, the movie industry here is super small.
Yes, but I've made a few calls to make it seem as though I'm just on an extended shoot. I don't know how long I can keep that guys up, but so be it.
Have you thought about commercials?
Not many commercials want to use severed limbs.
Or PSAs?
That's actually a good point.
You know, the whole, this is what happens when you smoke the devil's weed as you drive, and then they have the horrific car accident later.
I mean, I don't like doing false propaganda, but work is work.
It's just one I remember when I went to the library a couple decades ago. I saw a flyer of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I feel like I'm getting off topic.
Oh, yes. If you continue, I can go off topic for many. I love to talk.
Certainly. I have the night, at least for now. What do you mean that you had it burned from you? I thought that once you were a part of a group, you were bound to them, not by any just simple social means, but also physical.
I see there's a slight assumption. I am not of the clan of the Elder. I'm not Zemeski. Or Zemeski. I've heard it pronounced more many times because some of the younger ones don't know old pronunciations. I am of the clan of Ravnos. There are only a handful of us left alive. That is why I'm not really strong. But I learned those techniques because I was part of a Sabbat pack. The members of us all were sharing our disciplines and stuff with the, I believe it's called the Vodari, which a kind of like a blood bond, but stronger amongst a pack. It keeps us all like unified and of the same mind. It's like a collective. We're still individuals, but we still have a collective consciousness with each other. But about 20 years ago, that along with the disease known as vicissitude was burned from me, along with a few other things.
You keep saying burned from you. What do you mean by that?
I'm not sure. There are rumors and stories be told. I just remember about 20 years ago, my powers of chemistry were enhanced beyond all measures, where the illusions I created became reality itself. And I saw what appeared in a distant land of monsters and dragons battling one another. And then pain, as it was like a dozen suns in the sky burning, and I heard the cry of what I can only assume was our antediluvian as he died, and basically tried to survive by devouring as many of his clan as possible.
You watch Treasureverse.
So it was a whole week of stuff. I actually killed most of my pack during that time. My fellow Sabbat. Was not pleasant. One of them eventually did manage to tie me down, and kept me alive while they were recuperating from their injuries. Only real reason I survived. Yeah.
I'm sorry that you had to go through such a painful moment.
Yes. And if I stay in the same spot too many nights in a row, I experience something similar every night if I stay too long. Which is why
you're not nomad by choice.
Oh, I was always nomadic, but now I don't really have the choice. I kind of have to move, or the solar fire that killed the antediluvian, as they say, will start burning me from within. Beats my old, beats what our clan used to have as an issue.
What did your clan used to have as an issue?
We found a topic of some kind and became obsessed with it, like thievery, or giving to charity, or gambling, or donating blood, whatever it was. We just became obsessed with one thing over and over again. Now we just have to, yeah, so.
Is this the vampire thing of throw rice on the floor.
No,
Oh.
that's
Not quite.
yeah. But yeah, but now that disease and stuff has been purged from me, and I am a master of chemistry, and since there's so few of the Ravnos around, I don't feel as stringent of keeping it a secret. So I could eventually try to teach you that.
So I know very little about this world. Again, I've only been here for a handful of months, and even then, that's got to be a blink of an eye for you. So I would wonder what is chemistry?
Illusions, manipulating what people see. So, for example, if you're eating rice, I could make you see that you're eating maggots instead. I could, as he says that, you just turn to your side and you see what appears to be like a chimeric, like Bigfoot serpent creature just appear. He's like, I can make one of those. Now, there are limitations to some of what we can do. For example, the more permanent stuff cannot really interact with existence. We also cannot hide that which already exists, but we can add two things. For example, I can't make myself invisible by adding a invisible shield in front of me. That's obfuscation that allows that, but it's very useful. I can also do minor things, and as he says, that you feel like someone is just doing that whole like spider tap on the back of your neck real quick. It's like things like that. So, but yeah, it's illusions. It used to be stronger, but then when presumably Zapathosaurus, I believe his name was, died, our powers were weakened a bit.
Well, if that all is the case, I would be interested in learning in time. If you happen to be around, like you said, you're going to be moving around enough, so I don't want you to feel beholden to being close to an area.
Oh no, I've very comfortable in the city of Baltimore. I just move around throughout the different trailer parks and RV sites every day. I go about 10 miles from another thing, so I just make a big circuit throughout the city. I like the place. It is very soothing for me. I know most people are like, "What soothing?" But it it just sits with me very well.
When you find your place, you find it.
Mhm.
I understand.
Yes, met some nice members of the Sikh community here that I've been able to reconnect with.
Well, if you don't mind teaching, I don't mind learning. Just tell me what you might need from me, and I would be glad to learn.
I will think upon what I would like from you, because Toreador, not sure what all you can offer wise for that clan, but there's other things. You said you were into movies and stuff, and hey, I've never really been into movies one way or another. Like I said, last thing I watched was some Buster Keaton, very funny man.
There have been many layers of evolution to the film industry and what you might know as comedy now versus then. I could always give it a shot if you like, but otherwise, I am fast. I like to command a presence of sorts, and
Oh,
I dabble in seeing the unseen.
well, to master chemistry, you also, for starters, you're going to need to learn how to project yourself and how to hide yourself because you're mastering how to interact with the world around you. Out of game, it's a amalgam of obfuscation and presence.
Yeah, so I have presence. I would have to learn obfuscation. Got it.
Yeah, and
I wonder who knows that.
Mari, you know that, right?
it's now
Kind of walked into that one.
I can also teach you those things too, but we will communicate. Also, you were mentioning the disease of vesication, and while I don't recommend it, I do know someone in another city who I can contact and see if they can come to Baltimore, who is a member of the Zemeski who is no longer or has never really been set, but they're a younger member who came to me because they are the chowder of one of my old pack mates. So they may be willing, but I'm sure they're going to ask for lots of money. They are pretty broke.
To be fair, I understand, and it would gain me financial capabilities if I knew how to do the thing. So
Yes.
I'm sure we can find a way to get to quid pro quo.
Yes. So I will contact them and see if they can make it here at some point in the future. Again, no real promises. They do owe me a favor, though, which I can call in. Also, one thing I would also require just right off the bat, at least once or twice a week, come and visit me. I don't talk to many people, and I like to talk. Have you read any good books?
It's been a while since I've gotten a great book in me, but if you have a suggestion of a book that you've been dying to talk about, then I would be glad to pick something up for you.
Well, I recently picked up this Percy Jackson series that I need to talk about.
For this, I will bend my rules.
I mean, there's other books that I've talked about. It's just I've went through the phase of philosophy, then history, and now I'm in this what's called young adult. It helps me keep fresh with the
Young
kids,
and
so to
hip.
speak. That's a lie, actually. I just went to the library and I saw it on display as a recommendation and picked it up. There's that and something called the Joy Luck Club.
You know, being things as they are, you might find that of interest. But I'll tell you what. Why don't I bring a book to give you to read, and you do the same for me, and we do that as our little weekly thing. How's that?
That can work.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. So if that's everything, we can continue to talk the rest of the night, or if you have other things to do, please feel free to go do those.
Well,
This week
I
on
pull out my
Baltimore
phone.
by Night, Adrian joins a book club.
Yeah. Who knew? But yeah, Adrian will quickly check his phone. If he hasn't seen any messages from Jilon or Elizabeth, I can give you maybe another hour if you don't mind. I don't mind.
No, I was going to just enjoy the fire and eat this very raw steak.
I won't tell if you won't.
Mm-hmm. Right. So as you go through that, we cut to the rest of the group as you're arriving at Mari's cafe. What is Mari's cafe's name?
The Flying Duckman.
Really?
Great
You
name
couldn't
for
hold it
a
in?
cult bookstore.
I feel like it should have had like something to do with like the theater, but yeah, sure.
Oh man.
You go in and you see the person whose
I'm
subscription.
gonna stop and pull out some cash before we get there. And she'll make sure to take all of her really expensive jewelry off because she doesn't want to make look like she has way more money than. Yeah. As it is, she already showed her hand a bit too soon with this guy.
Yeah. So you see the guy. He's about 6'2", African American, long dreads. Got the like goatee thing going too. Yeah. He's wearing some baggy jeans. Got a Hawaiian shirt on. Sitting at a table, just reading a book. He's like drinking some tea.
Like a book
Oh.
episode.
Dave, what are you doing here?
Yeah, does Mari recognize him?
Yeah.
You've seen lots of customers, so yeah. The cashier might recognize him more than you.
Tommy, who is this guy?
Oh, that's Dave, man.
So Dave is here.
Didn't he say his name was Dan?
He was like, oh, hold on. Yeah, Dan. You do notice that your cashier's eyes are a little red.
Okay.
Drunk or high?
You working him too hard.
Fucking
Literally.
smoking in the storeroom.
It's like, Yeah, that's Dad, man. Yeah. He comes in a couple times a week in the morning. Normally when we bring out the English muffins in the morning on the little continental bar thing. He likes them with jam, strawberry.
That's
His long hair sways in the wind, and yeah.
Liz will go over and sit across from him. I'm Elizabeth. I am going to activate Blush of Life before I do this.
All right,
Oh,
roll
forgetting.
rouse. I think you rolled 2 checks as your humanity.
I do.
Mm.
Doesn't matter. Fuck.
So you're a little hungrier.
Yep.
All right. Too-
Can I come with Liz?
Yeah, whoever wanted to come, I invited.
Yes.
Jilon is there.
Yeah, just Jilon just sees like one of the just like one of the women who's at the bookstore just looking over at him like,
One
He takes no notice of such things.
of the women.
oh yeah, I mean,
It's like this like hippie Karen.
He's going to stand nearby and pretend to read. The book's upside down, but he's going to use awe to whisper that
Kozi will turn the book right side up for you.
Dr. Seuss, magic for kids. I was
I
amazed.
recognize colors.
1 book, 2 book, magic book. Huh.
It rhymes.
It's like one of those books with like the little holes in the back so you can like do finger puppets.
That's like for 1-year-olds.
So
Mario
I'm at
Carey's
least
all
like
kinds in here.
You sit
You know,
down
it's witchcraft for babies.
and it's just like, hello, Elizabeth.
and then I look to whoever happens to be sitting with me, so introduce yourselves, because I don't know who all came.
Kozaline.
I think Jilon is just nearby trying to be slightly distracting.
I'm just
Did-
right next to
with
Jilon.
awe.
Okay.
Oh, I got a book.
I'm talking to Tommy, who apparently is really high. Like, do I pay you to get high behind that counter? Whatever.
No, you said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, boss. That's just you said we should customers are always right, correct?
Yeah.
Dan asked if I want to go out and smoke, and I said sure. Customers are always right.
Just get. We have any English
raise.
muffins in the back? Just get him one. Just get him an English.
Oh, we got some. We also have a bunch of other things. And do you want me to bring a smaller spread?
Nah. Just maybe some just bring some tea to him.
Okay.
And get yourself some tea too.
You're up, man.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Is this manager special or charge full price for everything?
No, it's on the house.
Okay. I give him the least expensive stuff then.
Okay, thank you, Tommy.
That's it. So
Does Kozi introduce herself, or is she gonna have
Yeah.
Liz go?
yeah, she said I'm
Oh,
Kozaline.
okay.
It's like
She's wearing her most goth outfit today.
so. Before we start talking, at least half up front.
I will put half of it down.
Thank you. So, what does you need to know?
We're looking for a fire.
Pulls out a lighter. Ooh.
Oh, no, not like that. Put it away. There are books in here, please. We're looking for firewood. A lot of people died? Yes? Or near a place with people that died.
We've had an encounter with a specter, a ghost.
A specter or a ghost or a wraith, they're different things.
He was transparent and it looked like he got shot a lot.
doesn't really narrow it down.
It was able to speak to us in mostly coherent sentences, mentioned something about having to go back to the Shadowlands.
Okay, that narrows it down somewhat. Yes, we call it the Dark Umbra, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, what about it? I mean, just what all do you need to know? Because that's still very broad information.
He mentioned something that's happening in a place surrounded by a lot of death, where a great fire happened. My theory is that it followed along the line of the Great Fire of Baltimore, but no one died in that fire, and it's not exceptionally close to any cemeteries.
Well, a couple things. One, if he's seeing things from the other side,
He did say it would
sometimes,
look different.
yeah. So if a great amount of death happened roughly where a fire was, then on the other side they might be seeing them overlapping some in their world. Other thing is, did he specify a great fire? Because it could be before the Great Fire at Baltimore or after, or
He
He
just
just
said
said fire.
yeah.
a terrible fire, I think was the exact words. More specifically, we're looking for, he said something about a ritual that was being done. So presumably it's going to be somewhere that might be able to be done unseen.
I have been noticing a rise in certain fields and stuff. Yeah, that explains some things. I've been seeking help and stuff, but honestly, I don't cross the shroud too often myself anymore. It's kind of dangerous.
Would they be doing the ritual here or on the other side?
Do you know who they are by chance? Do you got any other detail?
Your
Not for
luck,
certain.
your guess is as good as ours because we literally were just told there's fire, there is death, there is a ritual. Go get fucked, I guess.
Friendly ghost. I was asking if you had any more like
Very stressed out, so I'm not putting it against him, but it's just so rude.
let's see if we can figure something out real quick. You just see him pull out some dice. He's like, rolls them. He's like, all right. Well, I can tell you that it's none of the Chakravanti doing it. So that's good, at least. Picks up the dice again, just blows, rolls. Oh, no, dang it. Nope, wrong thing. Sorry, sometimes I see fate in different ways. So give me a second here. Got it. Get a little primed. As he says that, you see him get some tea. Oh, that's better. Rolls again. It's like, yeah, I see lots of death. Give me 1 second, real quick. You said your friend's a Pavel, right?
Yes.
All right. Goes over. You see him go purchase a pack of tarot cards, come back.
While he's gone, I'm going to leave it over to Kozi. We may want to reveal what we are. It might help.
I mean, I thought we did, but alright.
Technically, we did not. All he knows is that we're friends with Pavel. I don't know if he knows what Pavel is.
I mean, Pavel isn't really hey, look at me, I'm regular human Joe kind of thing.
I mean, you just recently learned how to change your face too. What's to say he can't?
Well, my thing can just make me look like a crowd. I mean, you know, like Adrian has been talking about changing his face for a long time. But
I have no idea.
I'm just saying, that's not like how the thing works.
We could also tell him what we know about the Hecate.
Sits down, pulls out things like, don't really like using freshies, but left mine at home, so
He just has like $50 lying around.
for tarot cards.
Tarot cards aren't $50. Also, I just gave him $500.
Okay, yeah. Depends on how like nice they are, but
Yeah.
tarot cards are expensive.
Well, compared to other cards, but
I will posit that the average deck that I've seen here in Mass is between $20 and $30. Take
That
that
sounds-
with you.
That sounds more like what they are in Baltimore.
How nice are the cards in Mary's shop? Does she go upscale or downscale?
Yeah. Does she have nice cards?
Or a little of everything.
Yeah.
She's a witch. Yeah, of course.
he bought the cheapest pack he could.
All right. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's like,
kids-
Like, they're like a branded pack, so it's just like Mickey Mouse tarot cards.
yeah, he does like all the fancy little
Michael
flourishes.
Tarot cards.
Flicks it, puts out, it's like I knew it. I knew it about you two.
Which card is he looking at?
I
Pulled a Goofy Rising.
We're missing.
Yeah, he just pulls out like just three, like three of swords, four, and then like just random cards that you have no idea how he's getting this information. Really, it's like, yep. All right, so I normally charge extra for your kind. You are full of bad.
I did, however, pay you very generously.
Exactly. That's the only reason I'm really doing this. I'll be honest. But you're bad, full of bad jar, so which is probably why I was having trouble with the dice earlier. Your death auras kind of pull fate in the wrong direction, so to speak. So checking it out, yeah, so there is the Rise of the Dead and stuff, and it appears to be that there's 4 locations where this ritual is probably going to be, judging by where the card just telling me you are.
Mm-hmm.
One is the art gallery, the Johns Hopkins Hospital, the one cemetery, the big one over there, or what's its name? Greenmount, and then there's also one. It's a small cemetery where Poe was buried.
St. Paul's?
Mm,
No.
might not be.
Oh, I'm not there.
But
I'm
yeah,
away.
yeah, you just over there with Jilon, like,
Mhm.
nice book, Jilon. Oh, pop up. Scared. But he gives the 4 locations, like, and so the ritual is being performed at these 4 things. They're trying to bring the shroud down. It's very weak in this area, very easy to cross over. Well, it might almost be safe for me to do it, but I ain't doing it. So, any other information you need for your extra 500?
Look to Kozi. We might know the name of the group that's performing the ritual. We need to know what we can do to stop it. If there's anything that we can do to put a block in their path.
Well, I possibly could, but that's going to cost more money.
I was thinking more like if you know anything about how the rituals work.
Not the way they do it. Your kind does that whole blood and other kind. You do what
Ours
we
is
call
different.
Yeah, you do like this low level static banal garbage magics.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's I'm sorry.
That's accurate. That's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, they it's not the high level magics that real magicians use, so to speak. It's magic with no K, as opposed to magic with a special K.
Does K in magic? Or are you talking about the cereal? Do you use the cereal?
No, magic, M-A-G-I-C-K. How Aleister Crowley wrote it to signify high advanced magic versus the low stage magicians.
Sure.
They added the K
Okay.
at the end. It's because the original word from back in the old days did have K's associated with it, and long linguistical thing, but most people don't really care. It just some of us add it just to try to distinguish between true magic and magic, as he just looks at his card, the tarot cards, and just pulls a random one, and it's like, ha, regular magic. Real magic is, just taking this card and flipping it and turning it into, and as he does, he just turns it into a bird. It's like that. Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna hurt me later, but yeah. As he says, he's just like, oh, shouldn't have done that. Anyway.
Well, thank you for this information.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And thank you for your money.
You're welcome. Can we get a guarantee you're not going to share any of this information of our conversation with anyone else?
For an extra 40.
$40, really?
Put a gift card to Denny's.
No, just you got extra 40. I'll take the gift card, but I actually was going to use the gift card if you gave me that, so that's why I was asking for cash.
I will give him $540.
He takes the 40. He's like, hand me your hand.
I'll give him my hand.
He goes, puts the 40 on there, puts his hand on top of it, and just lights it, and the fire goes through, and he's like, all right, so now I can't portray you. You can't portray me. Neither of us can talk about this to anyone who was not already privy to the conversation. So the exact details are only known between the group of us.
And when you say can, do you mean it hurts if I do, or that I physically cannot?
You physically cannot.
Good to know.
Yep.
Neat.
Did you want it to hurt?
No, I would prefer it does not. That's why I wanted to know before I tried it.
Yep. Just a
This has
basic
been
mining.
very enlightening. Thank you.
You're welcome. And if you have more money, hey, I've earned more today than I normally do in a week in my normal job.
I will know where to reach you.
D&D?
Oh my fucking god, Kozaline.
Just
Yeah,
because I'm a
guys,
magic
I
user
wanna
doesn't mean I
know.
play D&D. But of course I play D&D because I'm a magic user. But that's beside the point.
I have a game you want to play.
Kozaline.
Give me the time and dates, and I'll see if I can make something.
Yeah, she gives him her number.
This has been very helpful, thank you. And I'm gonna grab Kozi and just fuck you do it.
Building a herd, it sounds like.
Oh no, you ain't drinking my damn blood, Jilon.
You literally,
Oh,
literally.
I mean, strange person standing over there. I don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I am reading.
I'm reading, goddammit.
I'm just imagining some random person just walks up next to Jilon to like start stocking books next to him, and he's like, "I am reading. I do not need help." And they're just like, "Okay, sir," and just walk away with a book cart. Yeah, but once we get it out earshot, I'm like, Kozi, you literally have one member of your herd that is just falling over himself to get bit. Do you really want to get involved with
He
him?
doesn't want even to get bit. He just looks like a cool dude.
And do you want Colin to go to him
Potato.
and start asking for knockoff spells as well?
No. Just keep telling me that. I'm just saying. It'd be fun. He's like a
I'm
cool,
saying
fun
you need to
dude.
be
He just
careful
made
about-
a bird of you. That was so cool.
He just walks up to you guys like, just so you know, only a handful of people are enlightened enough to use advanced magic like I do. So, yeah. But anyway, Yeah, I was just gonna walk out, and you guys were talking very loud, so I came over to see if you need anything. But yeah, those locations I did just write them down for you, so you have them.
I have them as well. The Hopkins.
Mhm.
That's the main branch, right? Because I know there's a couple, right?
Yeah, the main hospital where lots of people can die.
Yeah.
Shock trauma area kind of thing. Yeah. Well, actually, shock
Got
trauma different place, but yeah. So good luck. Like I said, talk to you about the game. Say good. And your two friends there. Bye, you two.
He didn't pin Mari though, did he?
He hasn't said anything to Mari.
Okay.
He's just like,
Did Tommy get him his
Oh, yeah.
English muffin? Okay, cool.
yeah. He walks out. He's got the English muffin and the tea. He's like, man, I need to come here more often and get free shit sometimes. $1,000, a free muffin, and some free tea. Hell yeah! Good night.
I mean, like, honestly, he did give us a ton of information.
Yeah.
So, good news, we know where it's happening. Don't really know.
So I might have a new D&D player.
Right. We'll deal with that later. I was actually kind of right on two ideas that I had. He actually mentioned that it looks like the ritual is going to be taking place, at least parts of it are going to be taking place in 4 different locations. The Walters, which I had considered, which is where I've seen that symbol that Mari saw in her vision. Greenmount Cemetery, which is along the line of where that fire went. Hopkins Hospital, which is the largest hospital in the area where a fuckload of people die because it's a big ass hospital. And the graveyard where Edgar Allan Poe is buried because of fucking course we had to live up to the stereotypes.
It's very emo, it's true.
So the ritual is taking place in 4 places at once?
I don't know if it's taking place in 4 places at once or if they have to do it sequentially. Like,
Does anybody have a map? Does it like make a star or something?
actually, yeah, I'm gonna get.
It's 4 places. It would make a square.
Okay, yeah, but maybe the
You could make the
center
4
of it.
parts of a square, of a star.
Maybe the logo behind Kev.
Nah.
No, because it's going straight
Oh.
down.
I will tell you right now, Kevin was not what's the word? Brilliant enough to make some sort of eldritch sigil with anything. I picked 4 places that fit the stuff that was being talked about and that I thought
You're
were
not cool enough to do puzzle maps like some people.
Oh.
Yeah, my I'll tell you that now, just so that you are not out of game, pulling up tons of maps, trying to make symbols that don't exist and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
cut to the.
I
So what
was
is our
thinking
goal?
maybe it was like in the middle of all of the stuff that you were talking about or something. I don't know. Like
I think we just have to go to the places and see what's up.
If we go to one and they're currently doing a big magic spell, then what do we do?
Then we call
Attack?
the rest of us, and then we go over there and kick their butt.
But they're all wizards.
They're not wizards, they're vampires.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you do magic.
It's not the same.
Mari is a magic. I'm a vampire.
She's just one. They could have dozens.
I can fight.
Well, we do know that Santiago, you mentioned that the Gangrel were warning you about the Hecate, right?
Yeah.
Would they
Right.
join us in a fight against them?
Yeah, well, I'll probably have to like toss a couple favors their way too. Yeah, but I'm sure we can get a few.
I mean, I
at the
feel like the
very least.
favor is our homes don't become overrun by undead, but
Yeah, but they might always just ask for like a couple other favors on top of that either. I don't know if
Fair.
they're.
Mari, can we get the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on this?
I was actually thinking of Donovan would be a good source for.
I have the Stay Puft Mushroom Man. Yes.
I was thinking weapons, but sure.
We should call the prince. He could help us with this.
Yeah, the prince would be.
No,
If they're doing
I
something
don't
big in
want to
town
deal
like
with.
this.
I do not want to deal with him.
Mari
we don't
told
wanna
us.
deal with the
Mari
prince.
told us that the prince was the guy who ripped her heart out, right?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if we got any specific details about that.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we found out exactly.
Yeah.
No, I
think
just
He
told
doesn't
you that it
even
was a
know that Mari
mistake.
got her heart ripped out.
Out of game we learned it, in game we did not.
Honestly, I don't know who the Hecate have in their pocket, so I would be a little hesitant about that. I don't know how much you trust the rest of the Tremere Mari.
Well, I trust Erica. And you know,
Sure. Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say what's left. What is there not to trust? But I'm not gonna say that. 'Cause
Don't tell
I
it.
have a note. I have a note that says don't tell anyone this time. So I'm not gonna say anything.
Do we know why they're doing the ritual?
They want to bring the veil between the Shadowlands and here down.
That seems like a thing you do to get some other thing.
It does.
Not like the
doesn't it?
end goal.
Should I talk to Erica? Because isn't like
She's the person we know, the best person we know that knows anything about rituals,
yeah,
right?
and
I mean,
she
I really don't want you going back to the asshole that helped with the Streebog spell.
that it don't worry about it.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
The spell that made him go up in flames. We told you that's the one that Mari helped set up.
Oh yeah, the dude that
Yeah, that tried to have you killed. Yeah, that guy.
well, yeah, sure. I everything's blurry. Anyway. Yeah.
I'm gonna call Lawrence Stanley, my sire.
It's like, Lawrence speaking. Hey, Jilon boy, how's it going?
Hey, good. Let's get some work for Betty. But before that, do you know anything going on with ghosts? Is there like a big ghost thing happening?
Oh man, is
Your
is the
transition.
clan back?
What?
Anyway, go.
No, like the see-through kind.
Oh, the soccer team. Yeah, they're doing
No.
okay for us. Oh,
How did you get to
What?
soccer team?
the Baltimore Spirits, right? They're the soccer team around here.
No,
Is
you
that a-
guys do not
is that
have
a
a
thing?
soccer team.
It
They're like
used
a
to be. I think they
sports
might be
team?
the Baltimore Blast now. I think they did change their name.
That's stupid. Baltimore Spirit sounds so much cooler. What?
Yeah.
No, like ghosts, like dead people. We met a ghost, and he said there might be more ghosts coming, and it's bad. Trying to fix it. Do you know anything
Oh.
about it?
Nope. I can't say I know much about ghosts. I wasn't even sure they were real. I've heard rumors, but
They're real.
I've never actually encountered a ghost. I mean, well, a actual spirit ghost. I mean, I was a black man who was raised down south in the 70s, so I encountered some other kind of ghosts. But
Well, if you want to meet one, I know where to find one.
do they want
But-
to be a model?
I don't think so. He looked pretty bad, and he couldn't wear clothes.
Oh, why do I want to talk to him?
I don't know. I guess you don't. But if you heard
Wait,
any news about
No, I got an idea.
ghost fashion,
I-
he was from the 70s, so he didn't look good.
No. Do you think ghosts talked with other ghosts?
It seemed like he could, but it also seemed like he was worried about talking to us at all. Like he has rules, like a masquerade of his own. I think there's a ghost masquerade.
That sounds like it would be an amazing thing to go see one. But what I was thinking is, if this ghost is real and you talk to him, you can see if you can get ghosts that are from an earlier time before we were writing stuff, and see what kind of fashions they had, so I can get
Oh,
more of
yeah.
a true universal fashion going.
The
'Cause
unwritten history.
yeah, that would be amazing. Jilon, you're wonderful. Do this, and we can have. We'll, even though it might not be my magnum opus, we can still have prehistoric fashions through the ages and all
We'll be the
that
first
stuff.
to ever do it.
I know, and it'll be accurate. Might not just be loincloths. It might actually wear different things. That's amazing, my boy. Do it.
All right, I'm on it. I'll go find this guy and see what he can tell me.
All right, I'm gonna find some prehistoric ghosts. Don't even worry about it, bro.
Thank you. Love you, Jilon.
Good night.
Question.
Mhm.
Do we know that Adrian has been trying to build up a bunch of friends in the city?
Yes and no. It's like you're vampires in the city, so you're just probably assuming or knowing that it's just something vampires do. You make friends and get to know people, but unless he specifically was telling you, you don't know who, what, when, where, or why, really, other than seeing him handing out his card to people, which, you know.
Yeah, that's the running gag y'all seem to have about Adrian. So you know that I get around.
You fucking do though. Like
He's cool. He has lots of friends. People
No,
like
it
movie
Who
works.
else in the
business.
group is
It
trying
works.
to connect, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Adrian let's all head back. Oh wait, no, we're at the at your place. Can we just like go up to your section that isn't just in the library, so we're just talking in front of a
Come
bunch of
down to my
customers?
place. I did clean up after the ghosts.
Yeah,
like,
we'll see if we can see the ghost again.
hmm.
And then I'll give Adrian a call and put him on speakerphone.
Did break my favorite vase.
So I will text you a bunch of locations, and it's literally just the Walters Art Museum, the John Hopkins Hospital, Greenmount Cemetery, and Poe's grave at Westminster Presbyterian, with no context. And then I call. So apparently the ritual is going to be at 4 locations.
Can she talk about that? Can she like say it?
I was not
Oh,
there,
shit.
so I'm technically
Yeah.
not privy to direct
Fuck.
information.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I wouldn't think of that.
Like, can
Yeah.
you like? I assume that she can.
I would have
say-
tried, and then
she can
nothing
say
comes
for,
out.
Like
Yeah.
the places, right? But like not context.
Yeah, you can't give any details out of things.
Adrian, we think we know where the ritual happens.
Yeah. I think I know where the ritual's taking place. It's not in just one place.
And you're just like,
Fuck.
There?
You can send a pin, maybe.
Liz,
I think I know.
can't
I think I know
hear
some
you.
more about the ritual. Meet us at
It's a
Mari's
great movie
bookstore.
from like 2015,
No,
2016.
the ghost shit.
Okay.
Meet us at Mari's
Shit.
bookstore where we can explain better.
Okay. Sure.
I can't really talk about it over the phone. Physically cannot.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Cool, bye. Click.
I was just saying that. Kozi,
Huh?
get a text on your phone.
Somebody's texting
Is
me.
it fucking Colin? I swear to God, I do not have time for this
Yeah.
boy right now.
What's the ringtone?
Yes, what
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
what is the
ringtone?
ringtone?
Everybody has a show tune. Oh wait, who's texting her first?
Yeah, who's texting? I don't know.
Yeah, what song plays? What song's playing?
It's your job that you applied to a couple nights ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I still want to know what song's playing though.
It's a hard knock life.
Yeah, it's just like,
I love you, Aya.
It's it could be carrying the banner from Newsies.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the text is just, call work now.
Okay. You guys
Uh-oh.
make yourselves comfortable. There's a couple of pouches in the little cooler, and I will be back in a little bit. See you. Bye. And she
I
goes.
mean, at least she said goodbye this time.
She must
Yeah,
take her job seriously.
I pick up the phone. Yes.
It's like, is this you?
Candy. What?
Yeah. Is this a candy that applied for a work and you're supposed, right? You wanted a job, an internship, correct?
Yes, I did.
All right, so John has already has an assignment for you. We're sending you an address. The person's already done most of the work. They just need you to pick up the papers and deliver them to the office. We want to get it done in the next 2 hours. Can you do that?
Yes, of course. I'll be right there.
Wonderful. Thank you. Also, there's some dry cleaning. If you can pick it up before they close. If not, it's understandable. We'll just get it in the morning. We would
Uh,
text you the dry cleaning thing. Also, if you do manage to get that, or even on your way back, I'm going to be here all night, so I'd like 3 coffees with cream and 2 sugars, please. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Anything for you.
Yeah, damn right.
She's just like practically like squishes her phone. Now that she knows about him, she's a little pissed.
No, that wasn't John calling you. That was his assistant.
Pissed by association.
So does Kozi go off to do that, or does she stay with the group?
No, she has to do this. She has to. So she'll be text Liz and be like, something came up. I really, really am sorry. I'll be back in about 2 hours.
Be careful. I'll let you know where we are.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not gonna be anything bad.
So we will cut the 2 hour. Cut to Kozi as she gets to the one house. On it, it is in the county actually, and it's quite large. It's like a 3-story, 12-bedroom like mansion kind of thing.
Mhm.
Probably one of the biggest houses you've seen in a while.
Parks her scooter, clicks the chain. Elizabeth got her a chain. She wouldn't have gotten her. Yeah, she goes up to the thing. Ding ding.
Door opens. You just see this middle-aged man wearing like a kind of suit. Things like, "May I help you?"
Hi there, sweetie. I'm here to pick up the forms that was sent from John Thomas's office.
Yes. The master will want you give those to you in his office. Follow me.
Okay.
He
Following.
he goes, opens the door, and you see Arthur, which you briefly encountered at O'Donovan's the other day. He is actually standing in a kind of makeshift gym. He's just wearing like kind of like those compressed shorts or whatever, and you see him basically lifting weights. And he's got his body is very scarred, and he looks like he's before he became a vampire, he was very well did a
Ripped.
lot of working out. Yeah, pretty ripped, like a warrior's kind of body.
All right, cool.
He just gets up. You see the glistening blood on him. He's like,
She like steps back and is like a little uncomfortable.
you're not who I was expecting.
Yes. I was sent to get the forms.
Do I have time to freshen up, or do we just want to do this now?
Up to you. I don't really have anywhere to be, but I do need those tonight.
Oh, let me grab a robe to cover myself. And he just puts on like a silk robe. It's got what appears to be the European like dragon motif and stuff on it.
Yeah. If Kozi could blush and sweat, she would. I've seen it out port to see what this is going.
He takes you to the next room, and it's decorated not with like there's like one bookshelf, but it's like got all these swords and shields and armor from last like 600 some years throughout it. And the stuff isn't like pristine, fancy wall decoration.
It was used.
Yeah.
Gotcha. She just kind of like admires them.
It's like, so I got the paperwork here. This house is very nice, and I'm seeking permanent purchase of it. Um, I'm going to be making Baltimore my home for the future.
Nice.
Yes. Um, so how have you been since our last meeting?
Oh, here and there, getting work done, doing my thing.
Ah, and you just like different wigs, or you going for a different style?
Did you see me as Kozi? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
He saw you at Donovan's when you were first setting up the
Yeah,
map.
yeah. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I just like to look like this when I'm working.
Weird dress code, but these modern people have weird ones.
I like your swords. They're very-
Thank you. Many of them are well used. Killed many an Ottoman with them. Not the furniture, by the way. Though there have been times where I have destroyed a few of those when they've been in my way when I've walked and tripped over them. Because obviously, you don't forget where you put them, they jump in your way.
Obviously. Yes. It happens all the time,
Yes. But yes, I have the papers here. Aaron, nice. Do you have time? We could dine. I do have some morsels to devour.
No thank you. I'm full. I already have my snack for the night. I will just be taking these, and I appreciate your quick
My offer?
quickness.
Yes. Well, and where I come from, it is customary to offer those who are guests food and beverage and hospitality. It's an old form of social interaction that's been lost too much to modern people. So often they come and it's like come into your abode and they're just like, oh, get out as soon as possible. I still adhere to the old traditions.
I understand. I just I deeply apologize if it seems rude. I just need to make sure that everything is in order by tonight.
Oh, that's perfectly reasonable. I just wanted not to, didn't want to confuse you to think that I am offering you more than just hospitality or that I'm thinking our relationship is beyond that. It is a simple, you are a guest, I offer hospitality as we do business.
Oh, of course. I
Yes.
wouldn't have thought of it otherwise.
Yeah, nowadays people often jump to conclusions, and I want to make sure we didn't have any jumping. He gets things like, here's the paperwork.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
You're welcome. And in the future, maybe we will meet again. You're living in the city, and again, we are both new to the place, so it is interesting to meet people who are also new, so that I can share the experience and learn things that maybe another new person can teach me. Because people who've been here a while are like, nah, this area is good or bad based on their perceptions, and new people have a different point of view.
Yes. I would love to show you around. I'm
Oh,
sure that I have several friends that would love to meet you.
oh, that is lovely. Well, you know my address. Do you have a P.O. box or
She
another address
will,
to get contact you?
yeah, she will take out like some business cards of the community center.
Ah, thank you. This is lovely. And good to meet you. What name are you going by now? It was Kozaline, but you're dressed as if you may not want to be known as that at the moment. More like a disguise going on here.
My name is Candy, and I would appreciate
Candy.
if you address me as such.
Candy. What a sweet name.
That's what I'm trying.
My manservant will show you out.
She does like a little thank you, and like not really about, but just a head nod, and we'll head out of there.
You know, the guy's like, follow me. Yeah, he escorts you out, closes the door. He's like, did you need, before you leave, anything from the master or myself as one final courtesy?
No, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Of course. Until next you come, if at all. Till then, good night and pleasant travels.
Thank you.
Closes the door. Just,
Okay. What was his name? Arthur, right?
yep.
What's the last name?
Don't, Kevin.
Billiam.
Come on.
No, get out. No, leave.
If you're wanting to go bad
Makes
with it,
no
I mean, just give us
context.
like Pendragon or something like that.
No.
He's not King Arthur.
That'd
he
be
was
weird.
No, but
King
it's a
Arthur was-
moniker that an asshole would use.
King Arthur was a changeling.
I was gonna say mage.
No, I think King Arthur was the changeling. Last name, I'll come up with Richardson. That works, but yeah,
Like,
Arthur Richardson.
okay. So clearly, like, made up. Got it.
So he's clearly a dick. Got it.
No, that's John
Ah.
William.
They can.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you're
it's not
friends.
a. It's not a one thing offer. Like they can both be dicks.
It was very polite and nice.
Yeah. And glistening.
Just came off
You're
slightly douchey.
glistening.
With blood.
Sexy.
So with that, while you're doing that, Adrian, were you showing up at Mari's place? Kozaline?
Yeah, I think I was going to meet up with the rest of them.
Okay.
If we're just changing our study hall from being our place to Mari's, then that's what I'm going to do.
So you meet up there.
And while we're waiting, I am attempting to figure out what the limits are of this. So I can tell Santiago and Jilon the names of these places because they were overhearing it, and he knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I try to tell it to Mari.
Mari was there to overhear and stuff, so.
Okay.
So Adrian is the only one who's going to be in the dark.
Literally, I am the only one out of our group that cannot. learn this.
Excellent.
Mari, can you say it to other people, though? Well, we had to wait until Adrian gets here because saying it to us wouldn't matter because we already know it. So, the plan right now...
Wait, real quick. Would I be able to what if I vaguely tell like my homies at the bar about where to meet us up? If I'm like vague about it, would I be okay or?
Pardon me.
Yeah.
So what he said the limits is you cannot tell those who didn't already know the details.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
vaguity or like like maybe even walking them to the place, like, hey, we got something going down here, stuff. But it's basically the details of the conversation itself.
Yeah.
That's because you wanted it to keep secret.
Yeah. My plan is to, if we can't say the actual address, say one like right next door. But so while we're waiting
Does
for
spell
Adrian.
prevent typing?
Well, I couldn't text it to him. I tried, and he just got like a bunch of dots.
Ding,
Yeah,
ding,
you
ding.
just-
Or rather, Mari, what does your door sound like when people come in? I'm assuming you have like the bougie I'm a witch bookstore thing. Do you have like chimes? Do you have like an electronic thing that goes off as the door opens?
It's absolutely chimes. I didn't even have to think about it. That was the first thing that came
Yeah,
over
of
it.
course
And
it is.
it goes. "Wadoo-boo-wadoo-boo."
There's like a whole like thing of chimes right at the front door.
Yeah. Well, it's a great alarm when you're, asleep in your, small
Yeah.
haven.
Well, if
There's
you
like
go
a
to-
little bat on top of it.
So you go into the main part of the store or go up to where or the living area?
Well, because I wasn't sure where to go, I'm gonna go into the main area first.
You see the one clerk's like, "How can I help you?"
Where's Mari and that group?
They didn't quite tell me, but hold on to me. Mari. You get a phone. It's like, hey,
Hello, Tommy.
hey, you got your name?
Adrian.
You got Adrian looking for you. Where should I send him?
To hell.
You're not there.
You're not there.
I'm
Eh.
making my own path, thank you.
y- I think we're in my. Are we? Because Kozi's
We're in
not there.
Kozi's theater.
Okay, we're go. Tell him to meet us down in the theater.
Apparently they are at the Moocher's place, Kozi, down at her place.
So do I have to go out and around, or is there like a connecting door?
I think that there's like a hallway.
I'm asking Tommy. I want to
store-
interact with
Oh.
Tommy a second.
The store is basically in the like convenience store area, like where like you would have like the main entrance to the theater, and then the theater is behind that.
So
then
there,
Kozi's place is a dressing room.
most people go around to the other side, but you can make it through to that door, through that door there. Also, it's just typically we don't like people going that way because she doesn't work here, and it just feels awkward.
Oh,
Since you're going there, I forgot. Here's some mail for her if you want to deliver that for us. Thank you.
sure. Cool. Thank you. Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, any good recommendations for books?
What's your pleasure?
My pleasure is something more in the horror route, but you know. Oh yeah, I know. That's why I pointed it out in chat, Jilon. But yeah. So, yeah, I'm more of a horror guy, but really just good lit.
Well, we
Person I'm
specialize in the
talking to is really into
co-
YA right now.
Oh, we got the Dresden Files series. That's pretty good. I like it.
You know what? I'll bite. Sure.
Yeah. I'll get you the first book, Stormfront, though it does get better as you go. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah. No. Vibe. Thank you.
yeah, it's about a wizard detective.
I might actually enjoy it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stuffs it in one of his many coat pockets, takes the stack of letters, goes around the awkward way. But as he does, he's just gonna sift through for any like coupons or whatever. And just
That's
anything going
illegal!
on.
That's my mail, you bastard!
It's not yours, it's Mari's.
No, it's mine!
No, it's still illegal.
It's
Oh,
Kozi's, man.
Kozi's?
Yeah.
You
Resident.
really think
Um,
that this junk ass broken theater has a mailbox on it?
Fair.
So there's one letter or one thing in there that is not a advert or a coupon, book of coupons. Only one thing that is not those.
Okay, so I'm going to throw away literally everything that is not. Yeah.
What if I have there's a cape sale?
What if it has her Denny's coupon?
Yeah, what the fuck?
To be fair, I'm only getting rid of the Val pack and like the other bullshit ones. And if there's any like fast food ones, I'll pull those just that way they can taunt her. But other than that,
What a dick.
So mean.
Anyway, sorry.
So Adrian, you get to the door and unless you guys locked it, you can just walk right in. And you see everyone sitting there except
I
for
cannot.
Kozi. Oh yeah. Well, they asked you to come in.
They asked me to come.
Mm.
They did not ask me to enter.
Do you knock?
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's.
Normally, no, I'm not gonna say
Listen,
it.
you want to be my Dom, DOMME? No? Then okay. Yes, I knock.
I go open the door. I don't know why you're knocking, but get in here, I
I-
guess.
It's that shitty old world thing. I
Wait,
can't
that's actually
go
a
in
thing?
unless I'm invited.
You have that? That sucks ass. All right. Okay.
If
Most
someone
places I
uninvites
go are
you-
public.
What if someone uninvites you? Do you get like thrown out?
No, they just give me a bad movie. The uninvited.
Okay.
It's
So,
not really an answer.
Mari, do you want to share the things that we've learned?
Are you guys-
Yes, I
Are
will
you guys
try.
hanging out in like the theater part of, like in the actual theater?
I think we were. I was kind of hoping to see the ghost again.
Because like,
Yeah, I want to see the ghost again too. I have some questions.
what I like the way that I imagine the place that we live is that like the front part is like where the main entrance is a store, theater in the back, and then Kozi's like hangout place is like the like second rate dressing room.
Yeah, but that's gotta be like cramped and like
Yeah,
filled
you
with
can't really.
cockroaches. So I'm gonna go hang out on the stage with everybody else.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
really play D&D in your room if it's that
Oh
small.
no, she absolutely plays D&D on the stage.
Yeah. The
But,
world
spotlight shining
I don't know
down.
what you're
like,
talking about.
you have Mari up there in like the booth, just changing the different lights
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, you're there, sitting
The
cramped.
There's like a bunch of like weird old sets, like a broken camel in the back and the big moon and like a weird tree that like it looks like it's rotten and yeah.
I mean, I feel bad that I didn't get invited in by Kozi herself, but I mean, does she need like a housewarming gift or something? Should I
think
bring a
she kinda
casserole
likes
next
it
time?
this way. Also, she fucked off. She got a phone call and then bounced. I don't know what the hell was up, but
She has a
didn't seem in
second job.
danger, so she has a job.
She has a first job.
I don't know. She has another job.
Sorry, I.
No,
Um,
that's not accurate.
It seems
So-
newer.
Mari, do you want to try and tell Adrian what we learned?
Yes, I will try to tell Adrian everything about. Am I
Yeah.
allowed?
So you can't give any details. Basically, it's we met somebody, we found out information.
So it wasn't just between the two people who held hands with $40 cash in between.
Yeah, you only
literally
held ha-
everybody
you only-
who was privy.
You only held hands with one person, but it affected everybody in the group.
That's
fact,
wild.
What you don't realize is also affected the people in the store also.
Oh no, Tommy.
So
Uh-oh.
Tommy,
If someone asks them if they went to the store, they say, I don't know. I can't
yeah,
answer.
so if someone's like, "Hey Tommy, did you see these people sit down and have this conversation?" His answer is, "I can't tell you."
Honestly, no, I'm okay with that. Like, I really am okay with that.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
There's
So
no alibi for that
the
time. though.
individual that we met knows magic, and did a thing so that we can't talk about the exact details.
Wait. Hold on. Let me get this right. Hey, storyteller, can I use my occult, possibly including my infernalism?
Occult, yes, not infernalism. It's not infernalist.
Sure. No, listen, I don't know how far necromancy and necrotheurgy end up into the infernalism camp.
Surprisingly, not deep, because infernalism and world darkness deals specifically with those whose power draws upon demons.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, dead is fine so long as you're not molesting them.
And loving it.
Give it time. So we have a 7 and a 10. So we have 2 successes.
And what kind of information are you seeking?
Oh, I was just trying to see if I couldn't get the gist of what happened with the spell. And if rather than make me do a second roll, we can also kind of wrap in the whole why wasn't Adrian surprised about the ghost bullshit?
Well, you can decide why the ghost bullshit didn't surprise you to begin with. Maybe you just believed. But as for the spell, you're not privy on like super details, mainly because you're not a spellcaster or anything.
Yeah.
But it does sound like it's a gaze or something similar like that you've read about, where basically it binds everyone to prevent them from doing something.
Oh, so you got hit with the charade spell. Got it.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, we have a good idea of where the stuff is supposed to happen. I cannot give you the exact address because you
Look,
weren't
just
there.
point me in a direction, and if you need help, I'm gonna help.
Yeah, so my plan is it is in multiple locations. Can I say that?
Sure. I mean,
It-
it's general.
Okay.
Generalized.
We don't know when it's going to be. So I feel like it would help if we have eyes on it. So I was thinking we should tap whatever resources all of us have, see if we can hire some people, some mortals to hang out in those areas and just keep an eye on things and call us if they see anything.
I call the. I can't say what I'm calling.
I have a few members of my herd that might be able to do some look seeing. Well, we only really need it during the evening hours because they're kindred, so
I mean, stakeout.
Steak.
oh god, I'm hungry. Thing is we don't know which one they're going to be at, and I don't like the idea of well, I guess we could split up. They're not that far apart.
Depending on how far apart they are, because I have no idea. I don't know this bullshit town well enough to know. Why don't we figure out what the most likely to be a problem ones are and put 2 people at those? Then the other 2 that seem to be less likely of a problem, we put 1 of each at those. I'm going to have to go to a 2-person place because one of you is going to have to drag me.
Wait, dragging you over the threshold doesn't trigger that?
No. What I mean is, if you can't tell me where to go,
Oh, yeah.
I need to be brought to it.
Well, can
I
I
guess
tell
you
him
could
where
al-
it's next to?
You could always just follow one of us.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So, the plans we had. Santiago had mentioned that the Gangrel had warned him somewhat about the
Right.
Hecate causing shit. So maybe we want to talk to them.
Right. I can always just send them a text or whatever. If you want me to like have them dispersed in like the different areas, depending on how many I can actually get to come over, we can do it that way, or I can just send them all in one area, or I can just like gang up with them in one specific area.
I'll be honest, I don't know that the Gangrel are exceptionally poised for stakeouts. No offense.
Yeah. No.
That's the reason I was thinking mortals. They're more of backup for what we do when we get there. Because I imagine they're not going to be exceptionally pleased at a bunch of people trying to interrupt their ritual.
All right, sure. As soon as we know like shit's about to hit the fan and we know which location it is for sure,
Yeah.
then that's when I'll send them a message, and then we'll see how long it takes for them to like arrive.
Personally, I have
a question. We figured out who they are before we talk to him. So can he say, "Hey, these guys are gonna fuck us up"?
Yeah, the only thing you're forbidden from speaking of is what was discussed at the table.
Yeah. So like we can't
And
say
only if
anything about him. We can't talk about the exact locations of where they were.
Yeah, so
What if Adrian overhears us talking and we don't know about it?
he's probably overhearing us now.
Well, like
What if
we would have to not know about it.
We would say cover your
Oh.
ears and turn away from him and whisper.
No, but like, what if you like just tell them, "Hey, what was the name of the people? I can't
The
remember.
Hecate.
The Hecate are gonna do something.
Hmm.
Meet up with me. Give them your give them the
Yeah, like we don't have a problem telling them where to meet us. The issue that I'm more thinking about is I don't want them just chilling out, hanging
Kozi wasn't
outside
there
the
either, was
hospital
she?
because no,
Yeah,
Kozi was
No,
there.
she was.
I was more worried about like them not like being like, okay, why?
That's what I was thinking. I don't want them just chilling out outside like the hospital because A, it's going to draw attention to us.
Right.
And if the Hecate roll up and they see a group of Gangrel there, they're not going to do the ritual. They're going to vanish, and then we have no idea where they're going.
Yeah.
But we should talk to them and see if they're willing to back us up on this, and if they know anything, because you mentioned that they were already knowing some about the Hecate. Donovan might be able to help us get some weapons, because I know my little knife is not really going to do a whole ton to another kindred.
Depending on whether they decide to help us out, you can try to get some. I forget the name. with a gun. Just give me 1 second. Some
That,
fire,
Dragon's Breath?
some dragon's breath, exactly.
Holy shit, you have access to that.
Yeah.
That'll fucking do
Eh,
it. Okay.
Wait, do I have one already? I think I have one. Oh yeah, we
you have a couple
one already.
cartridges of it.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, I can, yeah. You know?
Check it out. Yeah.
That is okay. Yeah, no, that's really good.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then Mari mentioned maybe talking to Erica about the rituals because she's the only person that we know and trust that can do magic.
What would you
Yeah.
want
We
to
wanna
do?
get our
Just
herd
be a
to-
bunch of eyes and wander around the city, or
Say that again.
do you want me to just be a pair of eyes and wander around the city? I don't know what specialty you think I can bring to the table at the moment.
Well, my thing is you know you have friends fucking everywhere from what I can tell. If I
More
can,
or less.
we can help line some pockets. We can just pay a couple of people to call a phone number if they see anything.
If you have the means, I can be the feet.
I have the means.
Like
Then I have the
shoes?
feet.
How
No,
many of us
it's
have herds? We could send our herds to like just like hang out in places. If they're human, they won't draw attention as just being at a place.
I need to still better situate my herd situation.
yeah. I don't really want to
Mhm.
endanger my herd. I don't trust the Hecate one damn bit,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they might be
danger.
able to.
That.
Yeah.
Jilon, come on.
Hmm?
Either this is a big old bit or something's up with your brain, my friend. Did you have an issue before you got turned?
Wow, rude.
No, I have to be sincere. This is something for his health. I want to make sure that you are not going to have an issue a century down the line where people are
I had a
gonna
rich
start-
and successful life before I was turned and after.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you aren't being harmed, friend. That's all.
Nope.
Okay.
All good over up here.
We're proud of you, Jilon.
Thank
My
you.
voice, Jilon!
Yes, man.
And around this time, I'll say Kozi shows back up. She managed to run her errands in time.
She's coming from the back though, and in her regular regalia.
Comes in, throws the cape back.
Oh, hey.
100%. There's a flash of smoke. Yeah. Hello, friends.
Hi. Can I
What-
ask what was going on?
Now that's an entrance.
I was just doing a favor for a friend. What are we doing? What's going on?
Mostly we're just
Good
talking about what we're
question.
doing next.
Great, let's do it.
So I think the plan is Santi is going to talk to the Gangrel. Mari's going to talk to Erica.
Yeah.
We were thinking we should talk to Donovan about weapons.
I can go.
Anybody else got ideas for people, things that might be able to help?
Well, if
Oh,
there's
that was-
Might need a little
Toreadors
more
who
information,
work,
maybe.
if they're Toreadors who work at the unnameable place that of the four that seems most likely to have Toreadors, if you know what I mean, Wink.
You and me,
We could see-
actually.
If they
That's-
know anyone that has been doing weird things there.
That was actually what I was thinking.
Hmm.
I work there.
Oh, well, that's a
That
good thing to lead with.
A lot of things, doesn't it?
That
It
what?
turns out I do know someone who works there.
Yeah.
Have you noticed anything weird at your job?
I don't actually go in that often. I usually go in, pick up whatever they ask me to work on, take it home, and do my thing, and then bring it back a couple of evenings later. I mean, other than my one
Hmm.
manager who's kind of a prick, I don't really talk to
What
that
about
many
the
people.
guy Ebenezer set us up with?
Beckett?
Over on the docks?
Yeah, Beckett.
Okay.
Did you do any other viewings of things? Did you
Is he
find
Hecate?
anything out of especially of import for him when you were looking at the stuff in his crates?
Oh, are you asking, like, do I have anything to trade with him?
No, I'm asking if he might be involved.
I mean, it's
I'm having to
possible
run
he
off
did
of
have.
guesses here, friend. Bear
I
with me.
know. I will do the stuff to see if I can write down the addresses next door to where we're headed, where we actually are going, and see if he can piece together looking at the Google Street View or whatever. It's possible he did have those sarcophagi that he was toting around. I don't, however, think that Beckett is of the type that would be interested in, bringing around Ghost Mageddon.
No, but maybe someone connected to
That
him
we went with
does.
spectacular.
Spectacular was good. You
That's
do
too
have a
Disney.
point. And that's another reason that I thought we should talk to Erica, because knowing what tools they're using to fuel this would be helpful.
Well, yeah,
could
looks
we
like you
play?
want to say something, Santiago?
Could we play a game of Taboo just to get like the point across to to Adrian real quick? Would that be?
Yeah.
I'm like kind of like half kidding about it.
Well, I can do it. All right.
Of course, the person that's gonna break the charade
Can
spell
I
is gonna
roll
be
to see how well I
Kozi.
can charade to him?
I mean, it would be performance probably.
Who can
As
act it out?
So yeah, when you attempt to act it out, your body is not responding to get the point across.
It's my greatest fear.
Yeah, it's like a crackdown on any of the details from that meeting. Like, I mean, you got the guy's number. You could call him and be like, "Hey, oopsie, can you help us out?" He's still probably awake. It's only been like within 2 hours.
Yeah.
He's gonna want $500 more.
Hello. We have one more person that we need to have the knowledge that we were speaking of. Would it be possible to add him to our contact list thing?
Who is this?
It is Kozaline the Great. Magnificent. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
he means the person's name.
It's magnificent. I have
No.
it written down.
Am I on speaker?
No, I'm texting.
No.
I'm just. You're texting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were calling him.
It's like, Pavel's friend.
Yes. The one with the cake.
And the phone rings.
I pick it up.
Hey, so yeah, you want to do what now?
So we have another friend. He's in our group of people, and it would be very helpful if we could actually tell him what is going on. It is somebody we trust, and we don't need anybody else.
Okay, I didn't assume you'd want to add anyone. But there's 2 ways to do it.
Okay.
There's the free way and the way you pay me more money.
I prefer the freeway.
Would you like a free ticket to a modeling show?
Do I need to get in my car if I'm gonna do the freeway?
I like that guy. That pun's amazing.
Joke, Adrian. God damn it.
Like,
Hi,
all right.
Name's Adrian George. I'm the one that they need to share this information with so that I can help them actually do a thing.
Okay, so here's what I need y'all to do. If you want to do it on your own, there is a way to pass the knowledge and information, or at least open it up. Most people don't like it, but I can tell you what to do.
Okay.
All right, do you guys got a knife?
Always.
All right. The person who wants to give the information needs to cut your tongue. The person who is going to receive the information, you need to also cut their tongue. And then you have to mix the blood together in a silver chalice engraved with the following stuff I will text you. It has to be written perfectly.
He's so full of
Can they
shit.
just make out?
Mm,
Can you save the silver and just take your slit tons and make out?
If you attempt that, then information, the other secrets that the person might not want to know could pass through.
We could just use his tongue,
Jilon,
right?
can you kiss Adrian and
I would pay to see Adrian and Jilon kiss.
If you have the money.
Kozi will go to one of the storage closets with like all of her props and take out a sword. It's like, all right, that's good.
You keep the prop swords sharpened?
A sword for the tongue is a bit overkill.
Sword?
Guys, I got a freaking pocket knife. Let's please.
No.
I
You take the silver chalice. Note, it only needs to be silver plated. It doesn't actually have to be pure silver.
I have that. Don't worry.
So you mix the blood, and the person who is giving the secrets or opening up the ritual has to whisper into the chalice the secrets that they wish to be known, and then the other person will drink it, and that will allow the other person to be part of the group. Alternatively, if you pay me some extra $40, I can arrive at the thing and do it the other way I just did earlier. Save y'all, because some people don't like cutting their tongues.
Yeah,
You
that
just
should work.
carpool.
I
Funny.
think we've got it.
Yeah, I kind of want to see
see it happen.
All right.
But those are the two
Who
ways
would-
to. So those are
who
two
wants to
ways.
do it?
I also absolutely believe Mari has a silver-plated bowl on the premises.
Yeah.
Oh
Who's
yeah.
frying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mari at least, if not both Mari and Kozi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her prop closet is a goddamn mess, but the sword is kept in a
Oh.
case and
You
lost.
also have an occult bookstore, so you might actually have very expensive stuff that you sell. Like, here's
Yeah.
a silver bowl for your Wiccan rituals,
Yeah.
only $750.
Yeah, I got one
Oh,
in my room
deal.
probably. I'll go get it.
I
I'll
love
go
this
get
this
it.
fucking
Who
Wiccan
wants to do it?
mobster daughter mess that is Mari.
She is
I love
the
her.
best.
Don't forget, she's also half Polynesian.
Yes, she is.
She is.
I'm sorry.
Can we etch?
You're a femme fatale that just nerded out. You're Velma, but Velma had like Daphne's background.
Yeah.
You think?
Especially
I was gonna say,
considering
you think
she's a
Daphne's in the
siren.
mob, but like, I know her family tree. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we just fast forward. If you're doing the ritual, you get the stuff, perform
Yeah.
it.
I
Any
need to
pref-
know who's making out here.
Wait,
'cause-
wait,
I don't think anybody has to actually make out.
Yeah,
That
you
part is
drip-
optional, I think.
Yeah, you basically drip the blood into the chalice, and then
Yeah, I know. Who is volunteering to get their tongue cut?
You indirectly kissed.
I don't think
You
Jilon would
fucking
be good
nerd,
at
Mari.
whispering all the information in there correctly.
Technically, indirect kiss came from 1920s, 1930s.
Oh my fucking
these-
god.
Cootie shots?
they-
Is
I
that like
take
a
the
cookie
I take the
thing?
knife from Mari and
kiss each other on
stick my
screen,
tongue
they
a little
share
bit.
kisses.
No.
Anyway.
No.
Mari, if you wanted to make out with me, you lost your chance.
No, I've
Alright,
gunning for
fine.
Jilon, Adrian.
Wait, let's put their windows next to each other so they actually act it out.
I don't think you want Jilon to be the one whispering the secrets because he might miss.
Oh my
some or
god,
wrong.
Cozy would do it. Oh my god.
I am not doing it. I brought the bowl.
I already.
Jilon can
I
help
already-
right. No, wait, no,
Liz
he
apparently
I
already
am
cut her
s-
tongue.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
into it.
spit blood into the bowl.
I
Just
feel
like bleed into it. I don't want your spit too, please.
Well, okay, sure,
Your
whatever.
spit is technically blood now. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, kindred spit is. just
Cozy
blood.
like backs away like very far when you guys start cutting bits.
Oh,
I
so-
don't think you're gonna get a whole lot out of this.
So you do
Are
the
you
little
suddenly
ritual.
squiggy with blood?
No.
Hello.
Just don't get closer, please.
She doesn't like tongues.
I can't
thought you said
do an
squiggy.
insight check in this system, but I
You
want to
can.
do an insight check in this system.
There is an insight skill.
Okay.
I don't know.
yeah.
It's
I'ma
under
do it.
social.
I want to get what's up with Kozaline.
Oh, can I roll that too? I never.
So
get
would
to
it be
roll
composure, manipulation, or charisma?
Wits.
Okay.
Wits.
So
Wits and
I
wits
need
and
to
insight.
roll too.
I get
Um,
5 dice.
yeah, if you're resisting.
I am, yes.
5.
I would assume that would be
wait.
subterfuge. Subterfuge and what?
There's an insight. skill.
Resolve.
Oh, for her.
Okay. So I is subterfuge and resolve. Anybody who's trying to read Kozi is insight and wits.
Mhm.
Correct?
I got
Yeah.
4 successes.
For those at home, I wanted to make sure so you can follow along.
I got 2 successes and double 1 failures on my hunger dice.
Okay.
Which is I don't know if that's like a thing, but like that seems very accurate right now. So yeah.
Yeah.
5 successes. I got a pair of 10s on my not hunger dice.
Evan, does that
and
do
a 7.
something?
What that really does is if you are hiding something from them, they know that there is something hidden. Like there's something more there. They can't really piece together what it is, like why you're reacting. But the whole like, no, I'm fine kind of thing, they
Yeah.
definitely know that there is not a fine.
I think she was talking about the fact that she got a bestial failure.
Yeah.
Bestial failure.
She rolled double ones on hunger dice.
It's like liar, liar. She can only tell the truth now.
And you did not succeed. So give me 1 second. Where is
Yeah.
the purge? Oh, index, please save me today. Where are you? There you are. 208.
Adrian's fucking 5 successes, however, does also show that Liz is stepping very far away from him once he cuts his tongue.
Really?
I am very hungry. I am at
All right.
4 hunger.
Oh yeah,
that
roll
sucks
you
for you, though.
willpower then.
Fuck.
Frenzy check.
And it's my total remaining hunger, right? Or total remaining willpower, right?
Yeah, what you have, yeah.
Any hunger dice or no?
Yeah, it's no, not for this one, I don't think.
Okay. Um, 6 successes.
All right, you do not frenzy.
Yeah, she's holding it in, but she's
Hmm.
twitching a little bit.
Mm.
All right.
Well, that's
So-
what I was trying to find out with Kozi. I want to see if she's twitching too.
All right, so Kozi, for the scene, which the scene's about to end anyway, but you get a 2 dice penalty to Dex, Manipulation, or Composure or Wits.
Okay.
And resist frenzy as the beast in you creates a compulsion where you are getting these weird glimpses of hidden truths and stuff like that. So you're like seeing through time and space and reality temporarily. And I will write down what you see and give it to you next time because
Okay.
we should be ending shortly. So
Okay.
yeah.
I think that like you see like the same reaction that like Liz has, Kozi has. I like you can see through it like Kozi gets very squeaky about vampire blood.
About vampire
more
blood
so like
specifically.
that she likes it and she doesn't want to.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
all right. That's all I needed. I guess I don't have to use my entrancement.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you perform the ritual, and now you can tell Adrian all the details. And with that, we'll pick up next time so that we can go through with what's going on and your plans, because we have been playing for almost 3 hours now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in there. So we're gonna go around real quick to do our ending plugs. So we'll start with Alex.
I don't really have anything going on right now, man. If anything, just watch everybody else's stuff. It's completely fun.
All right. Next would be Bob.
Hey, hi, Worldwide Sentai. You can find me. Geez, I skipped a bit. Hey, hi, Worldwide Sentai. This is Bob Scary VOA coming at you live from Crow and Chimera. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and a slew of other places by my handle, BobScaryVOA. You can also find me at BobScaryVOA.com to listen to my demos because I'm, in fact, a voiceover artist. So I'm obviously here. I'm on Scotty Hood's channel. I'm on Milady Saito's channel. I play a variety of different characters, all of them with different sounds and voices because, it's kind of my thing. So, there you go.
All right. Next, we will go with Aya.
Hey everybody, my name is Aya Gonder. You can find me on all the social media places as such. I have commissions. I draw arts, so please hire me. Let's see. I have a game that I DM, which is Saffron Academy. It is a magical mystery school game where the party solves mysteries and gets more confused by the minute. Then you can find that on Fraction Moon D&D, Twitch, and YouTube every other Thursday.
All right. Jilon, Luke.
Just follow me on Twitch. I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays. It's Grigson, Grigxen. I'm playing Fear 3 right now, which is a big improvement from Fear 2. It's scary and action at the same time.
Ooh,
Just like this game.
It's a
Yeah.
hard balance.
nice.
Well, it goes from one to the next and then back.
Callie?
Hello, you can find me at Callie on Twitter. You can buy my pen on Etsy at Callie Creations. And that would help me out. It's $10, which includes shipping. And I thank you. I don't know. I'm getting really tired. You can find me every other Thursday, GMing for Unwritten, a fairy tale game that I is also in, and
Yeah, I'm Thursday. You're Tuesday.
I'm on Tuesday on Scotty Hood's channel. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Good night. That's it.
Hi, tired Amaya.
Hi, how's it going? So I GM some things, Retroverse primarily, so thing that I GM that streamed. So that's super cool. Go check it out. Also on Scotty Hood's channel. I also write things. I have a project on DM's Guild called Birds of Paradise that is an Electrum bestseller. It's super cool. It is a 5e racial supplement for Aarakocra and Kenku. Go check it out. I also have a magic item supplement there that I wrote with the awesome Time Patches, who also did our overlay, which is amazing. And that's super cool. That one's called Crook and Wands. And my last one is a little bit of a shout out to the guy that I co-wrote Birds of Paradise with. Florian from Poison Potion Press just has released a Kickstarter called Eldritch Sands that is now fully funded.
Yay!
Go check that out. It's super cool. I'm very excited for it. It is also 5e compatible, but with a very unique world and classes and everything. I'm very excited to see it.
Being post-apocalyptic mechs.
Yeah, it's pretty baller. So go check that out.
Right, and with me, it's essentially Kron Chimera channel. Fortnightly, you will have basically every other Monday. You have this show, so on 2 weeks after this, next episode, which released. So yeah, hopefully more things will be showing up on there. Until then, though, hope you all have a bloody good time.
Keep being heroes.
And this chapter is closed.
Yeah!
Bye, everybody.